shooting his lines. He was shooting his shot. Well, yeah, I got a husband. He was like, well, shoot, what about, can I just take you out? Can I do this and that? Well, no, I have a husband. I don't think he'd like that. And I hate when a woman say that shit. I don't think he'd like that. No, do you like the shit? Okay. But anyway, so after he went on and accepted, so you ain't gonna give me a chance. She's like, no, I'm married and I'm good with that. Before he left, he tried to jump on her. He tried to punch her in the face. And she said, we're not doing that. But he was ready to fight her. So the women have it hard out here enough. And that's why I just didn't see that coming. She's sitting there and he just pulled it, looked like a switchblade. And for what? For what?
Hey, D, it was a guy. He pulled up to a gas station, and you had to walk up and pay, right? Because the inside closed. So the guy was already there. Another car pulls up. The lady gets out. She walks up to pay, and this dude already standing there. But she goes right up and pays. The dude standing there, he starts talking to her. He just started talking to her. She looked at him and said something. It immediately rushed back to her car. So when old boy turned to go back to his vehicle, a dude got out on the passenger side and said, hey, bro, you tried to talk to my old lady, yada, yada, yada. He's like, no, man, I was just speaking. He said, look, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Boop, 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 boop. Just filled him up right there.
It ain't worth it, man.
Nah. Hey, this is what I think I saw on
tape. I ain't got to go out there and do that shit. Dude.
He may have just said hi to the chick. But you can
I ain't saying shit to none of them.
What I'm saying is you could see she wasn't having it. Soon as she gave that money to the checker, she said something, and you see she was trying to get back to that car because she knew she had a fool sitting in the car with her.
Shit.
And he got out there. Whatever old boy was trying to say to him, he wasn't buying it, bro. And he just shot him.
And see, in gun control, everybody is trigger happy, just like all them unalivings that's going on in Bastrop. Those youngsters have those guns and they want to use them. They like, I didn't have this gun for 2 months now. I ain't shot nothing.
Yeah,
I didn't have this gun for 4 months now.
Shoot some cans, shoot some fruit.
No. But when they listen to them rap songs, Chief Keef and all them, they actually coming with that trigger play. So they want to do that trigger play. So they wait for somebody to step on their shoes. They wait for somebody to disrespect them on social media, and that gives them an excuse to use that tool.
The music just a sin out.
That tool does something to you, man. And you may think it don't. When you walk around with that tool on you, because I used to carry one with me.
You get a certain bravado.
What you say to me?
You daring somebody. You daring somebody to start some shit.
It's like you remember when we was kids, you walk around with that stick and dare the nigga to knock it off your shoulder.
Yeah, you talking to me.
So back to the
I hate that lady.
I think that's just, to me, when you watch it, he don't have a reason. She's literally just a target at that moment. I don't know if anybody else would have been sitting there at that time. What would have happened?
Did he try to holler?
It don't really show.
It don't look like that. It looked like he just came out of the blue. It looked like he was already on there. It was just a random stop. He just had shit on his mind. And I'm finna do some shit. Yeah, I'm finna do some shit.
Some people have stuff demons going on.
That's what it gave. And if you actually really watch it, it's heartbreaking because this is a censored version. You really watch her fall out and die on the actual video.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't show that on
here. She
like
clenches herself, and to watch the light.
He was trying to be strong at first.
That is so heartbreaking.
He was trying to be so cordial at first, when nobody helping her. She was just sitting there like in pain, but trying to. I think she had to be.
And you watch the life.
She had to be.
You watch life slip right out of her body.
She had to be something dealing with medical, because she tried to keep herself calm. You saw that? She was sitting there like, I'm trying to
Yes,
keep
either
myself
that or
calm.
her adrenaline hadn't caught on to what was happening immediately.
What
Yeah, she
he
was
just
trying to
started
stay calm.
stabbing her or something? Cause
I think he
I
got her
missed
like
it.
2 or 3 times, like 3 or 4 times in that neck
And
area.
then he ran out.
Blood squirt out. It show all of that.
Oh my
Can you
God.
play
And
that
she was
back, D? I
trying to
missed it.
stay patient, you know. And he stabbed her up, man. I'm like,
You know,
Just
back in the day, you know,
just
you used to
because.
get the every now and then when you rejected a man, he'll be like, well, fuck you too, then fat bitch. I was a fat bitch when you try to just holler, you know. And
But
so
she literally had just sat down. He
you
was
used
on
to
that
get,
with whoever would have gotten that seat. Woman wise,
but
I don't
like
even think
it's
he would have did it to a man. That's how cowards are.
yeah,
I don't think
it's
he would
like
even did that
it's
to a
like
man.
almost
Some
an
people,
attack.
some people just got some twisted shit in them, man. That's just real
yeah,
talk.
he had that shit on his mind. I don't know.
Yeah, some people just got some twisted shit in them.
George,
And I don't
what?
think they caught him yet. Have they,
She's
AJ?
YT. So I don't know. That's
I
crazy.
don't,
And she YT.
I don't think they caught him yet.
No, it said he was
Right.
charged with murder at the end of your thing.
Oh, they got him? Okay.
It said at the end of your video, it showed his face on there.
It's just like that. It's just like that
And
school
she
teacher
just got
down
out
in
of work. She was in
Arkansas.
her uniform. Like you never
It's like
expect your life to take a turn like that.
that
Yeah,
that teacher
kissing the bus home.
that that teacher down there in Arkansas. He had just got hired. He killed them people. They was jogging. They were just
Oh,
jogging
yeah,
through
yeah,
a
yeah. I
park.
heard about that.
It just had, that shit just was on his mind to do. You know what I'm
People
saying?
are being possessed.
Them people wouldn't bother nobody, man. And that's what we were talking about, D. Is it
We
worth
just
going
had
out? Is it worth going out and do different venues and doing different shit? Just being out here in this jungle, cause it's a fucking jungle now. You know, we used to have hope, man, that the world was getting better, and it's actually getting worse. Yeah,
yeah,
And
from the government on down.
when
we
I
got
look at
more.
stuff like that, my mind goes very deep. I know her mom probably texts her, let me know when you make it home.
Yeah.
Make sure you get home safe. You got your pepper spray. You just and as soon as I sit down on the bus, there's a man
Mm-hmm.
behind me ready to stab me. This is crazy. That was
That
a
was that
crazy
was
Because
that
his
video.
was
demons been
crazy.
talking to him all night.
Did y'all see
It
the?
seemed just like it. The way he opened that knife so comfortably, like he was ready. Like, okay, cool, this is my
Like,
moment.
yeah, like he had already man.
Y'all see the young lady in where this happened at? Young black lady walking up on her own porch in the middle of the night, and dude just shot her from a distance, and then ran up to her and shot her 7 more times in execution style. He shot her
For no
like,
reason.
yeah, like shot her like 17 times. She
Cause they
actually
probably broke up.
she actually fucking survived. But
Mm.
here's the kicker. The police didn't even investigate the shit properly. They didn't pick up the shell casings. They didn't catch nobody. And is you could tell it was personal because when you shoot somebody, the first thing you want to do is get out of sight, get the hell away. But he shot her from a distance, and then to go up on the porch and shoot her
Mm.
7 more times make it very, very personal that they want this person dead.
Yeah.
But somehow, miraculously, she survived. And and it's just we live in times now, man, where
Crazy.
it's just you damn near stuck in the house. And you may not want to think that way.
Exactly. Because I was supposed to go outside Friday night. I couldn't pick myself. And then I found myself turning down events. When I asked them, where's the venue? When
Yeah.
they tell me where the venue at, I say, what's the demographics?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's 25 and under, you know, just play a couple of thug music. Last
Like,
time I done that
shit.
out here, somebody shot in the club, they put him out the club, and then the guy knew security and they let him back in the club and he had a tool. So I was like, no, I be turning them down, but all money ain't good money. And I actually learned that, you know what I'm saying? So I be turning gigs down all the time now. When at first you couldn't pay me to turn a gig down, money, you know.
And you know, man, it's like we were saying, it's hard to be a woman out here now, man.
Oh man, y'all got it so hard, and to be one of them out here with that hookup culture, you gonna
And
hook
it was
up
a
and
poll. It's a
get
poll going.
unalived
If
up.
you were in the woods, would you rather be trapped in the woods with a bear or a man? And all the women are choosing bears.
Yeah,
All women are choosing bears.
the bear only gonna fuck with you if he hungry or in danger. But man don't need no reason.
Apparently not.
Yeah,
And
that was that's crazy, man. I was like, that was real messed up. Out of nowhere though, and like I said, I'm aware of my surroundings, but that one caught me off guard. I was like, dang.
Yeah. That's just
Let's
something
see.
you don't expect.
have y'all watched
No.
the movie on I think it's on Netflix called 137 Shots.
Called a what?
137.
Yeah, I seen that
shots.
about those black people in that car.
You got to see that shit, bro.
I seen it.
Bro, you ain't never seen no shit like this. That shit crazy, ain't it, Anthony?
Anthony watched it.
Yeah, I'm a documentaries person. I really like documentaries.
That shit
I like real
crazy.
shit. I like Dateline, documentaries, forensic files. I like
The ID
real
channel.
shit.
I stay on the ID channel.
But no, that 100. What is it? 130? How many shots? Again?
137 shots.
37. It's crazy.
Bro,
It's crazy.
it changes your whole. And then you know what's crazy, Anthony? The mindset of the police. The mindset of what they thought of what happened to those innocent people. They didn't find no weapon, wasn't no weapon. The dude stood up on the car, started shooting down into the car.
Kurt, stop telling the movie, man. I'm gonna check it out. Have y'all seen? I think it's called Beauty in a Badge or something like that.
No.
Seen
somebody's in there. Oh, never mind. I thought the thing was muted. It was moving.
Oh.
Beauty with a badge or something like that. A true story thing that happened in New Orleans.
I don't think I heard of that one.
You need to check that one out. That one's deep.
Okay.
She was the only lady on death row. That's all I'm gonna say. So just type in only black woman on death row, New Orleans, and they got a whole movie they made about it. And it's deep. But hold on, we don't want to get into too many of these movie things. This is another trending topic before we get on our topic.
We now know more new details about 31-year-old mother Romeka Meeks being brutally killed in broad daylight by her child's father's girlfriend. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. On the morning of September 8th, Romeka wrote a loving note to her 4-year-old son, quietly stuffed it into his lunchbox, and sent him to a school near 2200 South State Street in Chicago. However, just a few hours later, she passed away forever. Just as Romeka was preparing to go to work after giving up her son, her ex-husband Carlos Losos Way drove over with his new girlfriend Holly Johnson. Even though the court had already issued a restraining order against Carlos, prohibiting him from approaching Romeka, they had a heated argument and the situation escalated. Romeka and Holly had a physical altercation, and Carlos stepped forward to control Romeka from moving. Holly ran into the car and took out a gun, firing it and hitting Romeka in the face. Someone called 911 to report the incident, and the police quickly arrived at the scene. Holly claimed to have a gun permit and claimed to be in self-defense. A video taken by the people at the scene shows Romeka's ex-husband Carlos defending Holly. Romeka was subsequently urgently taken to Strug Hospital, but was ultimately declared death due to severe injuries. The authorities stated that Holly is currently in custody, but Carlos has not been arrested. After the incident, he also posted a message on Facebook, writing, "The worst day of my life." However, many people who know them believe that he was the trigger of this incident and the initiator of all tragedies. This is so heartbreaking, especially after seeing the note Romeka left in her her young son's lunchbox.
Me and my family is broken. Please, y'all, please.
Now
Yeah,
that
that's
one was
sad.
sad as fuck right there. The
Mhm.
Ukrainian girl was cool.
Was not cool.
That was even more fucked up,
This
though.
was more fucked up, man.
It was because it was right outside her baby's school.
Right outside the
Right.
school.
You
Just
took a
dropped the baby
gun to
off.
the school? You took a
Yeah.
gun up to the school to talk to her?
And they
The
came up
thing
there
is,
with
the
drama
reason
for
that
her
this
anyway,
one is
because
so weird,
they followed her there. Well, they didn't follow her, but they knew she would be there.
they knew she
Yeah.
would be there, and
And they waited.
it's a lot of co-parenting going out there. It's a lot of similar to what we talked about last week. It's a lot of baby mamas, baby daddy drama, baby mama drama.
Telling you.
It's a lot of that going on.
At the time.
It's more baby mama drama. Are the new girlfriends jealous of the baby mama? It's a lot. It's more of that going on now.
Yes, Lord.
And and that guy, 8 times out of 10, because I'm witnessing this is something that I've seen up close and personal. They despise the baby mama, whether they mad that they can't be together, whether they mad because they seeing somebody else. And so they don't like her, whether they mad because they got him on child support, you know. So he don't care for that baby mama. So when he get a new woman in his life, he allows that new woman to disrespect the baby mama because he don't like her no way. And so they automatically walk into each other's lives with animosity and disliking each other. That bitch, you probably still, because in her mind, he probably still want her, she probably still want him, but I got him now. You know, that's the new relationship, the new person coming into the situation. They don't see the messages that he said, you gonna forever be mine, and can I come to you tonight? They don't see that. And so that woman hated that other woman. She probably didn't even know her or nothing. But they say he put her in a headlock. The baby mama who dropped the son off, the ex-husband put her in a headlock. And then the other, after her and the woman was into it. When her and the woman was into it, he ran up and grabbed his baby mama, put her in a headlock. That lady ran to her car. I guess she was getting her ass whooped. So she ran to her car, got the gun out, and shot her in the face while he had her in the headlock. He had just let her go out the headlock, and she pulled out and GUN. And then it's a video yelling where another female yelling, "You had her in the headlock. You was wrong for that. You know what you was doing. You held her while she did that." So the other girl hollering, "I got a gun permit and trying to scream self-defense."
The lady who shot her was standing there like a civilian.
She was in a headlock.
The lady who shot her was standing there like a civilian. And if you watch the video in full, she's standing there like a civilian, just chilling. Like, oh, I know I'm not gonna get
no remorse.
Defending
it
myself.
Was she had it on her mind that I'm finna kill her.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's just crazy. So
your baby
anybody who's co-parenting,
Jesus,
and they bring in their mates with them, whether it's the man or the female, I ain't going for that. You gonna come by yourself. We gonna meet at a McDonald's, a Wendy's, some big public place.
Police precinct.
And if you trying to holler at me leaving a school or something, I'm not stopping. Meet me at the McDonald's. Hey, I tell you what, meet me at McDonald's. I'm on my way to McDonald's. Come on with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna stop, and you just can't trust nothing and nobody these
especially
days.
Since she already had a restraining order on him.
A restraining order. And
they wouldn't have sucked him into no fight in front of my baby's school.
Him. They not doing their job because the fact that he wasn't supposed to be nowhere near her, and they didn't arrest him. But I guess they could say, well, maybe he was on his way to the school and whatever.
Nah, you ain't had no reason to be up there. I'm dropping the baby out. What you at the school for? Y'all came there to fuck with me.
The
Exactly.
Now that
thing
lady
about it,
dead.
these location don't even matter, man. People so bold these days, it don't matter where you do, where
In
you
front of
meet.
kids or nothing.
Ain't no, bro. People they just different now, man.
The code used to be no women, no children. Not if and no innocent bystanders. You would lay in a cut and wait on your person before you caught them out in a crowd. But now they're involving the crowd.
Call me what you want to, man. I stay my ass in the
And
house.
they do need to go out back and do
You in the
some
house, Kurt?
I stay at the
just
house, bro.
We ain't going
release.
outside when I come down there.
Yeah, we can go outside, right outside with somebody walk up. I'll cook for you,
On the
whatever you want,
patio.
right here.
Hell no,
Yeah.
I'm talking about. I'm trying. You know me. I gotta go outside. I'm trying to go to Cabaret.
Well, I'm gonna let you go turn it up then. Go right
Brooke
here.
said we going to the perch.
Hey, I'm
Right. We're
trying to
going
go to
to the
Cabaret.
patio.
We going on my patio.
Going
On the
outside
grill.
out back.
Hey, speaking of Cabaret, Kurt, it was a guy from Strop they got unalive down there at one of them cabarets, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. About 4 years ago. He got into it with security or something like that, and
Yeah,
they got.
I know exactly where that's at.
Oh, okay,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right over on Arlington at the it's only 2 or 3 strip clubs in Arlington. And so I know it's a new one out there over there and off of Collins. I know exactly where it's at.
Yeah, he got unalived in that parking lot, man.
They left his ass right there in the parking lot.
Oh,
So
you heard about it?
I know where it's at. So
And this the
Lou,
last one, y'all, before we get on topic. Hold on. We've been on everything. Hold on. Here we go. Boosie about to go to jail.
Rapper
Y'all.
Boosie, whose real name is Torrance Ivy Hatch Jr., pleaded guilty to a charge of being a felon in possession of a firearm.
This charge stems from his 2023 arrest in San Diego's Choice View neighborhood, where police found the 42-year-old with 2 guns during a traffic stop. He initially planned to plead guilty for probation, but the case was then dismissed last year after a Ninth Circuit court ruled that it was unconstitutional to ban nonviolent felons from owning guns. A larger panel from that court, though, later reversed the ruling, upholding the ban. So now Boosie is set to be sentenced later this year in November.
I want to put it behind me. I want to get it behind me and get on with my life. You know, it's a lot of things this case has stopped me from doing, traveling all across the world, making. So I just want to get it over with and, you know, accept my guilty plea. I'm ready to get over it.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
Just say a prayer for me. I just need prayer. I don't need nothing else. Yeah.
And his attorney provided us this video of him performing on stage. Now, Hatch, known as Boosie to his fans, now awaits sentencing. He's a father of 9 kids. His fiance was with him in court today. So some background on this case. It stems from a traffic stop in San Diego in May 2023. Hatch was arrested in Choice View after police found 2 guns inside a vehicle he was riding in. Now, the state charges were eventually dropped, but the feds then pursued a case against him because he was a convicted felon in possession of a firearm, which violates federal law. Now, the 42-year-old rapper announced earlier this month on social media that he was going to take a plea deal. And so this morning he went before a judge and entered that guilty plea. So here's what his defense attorney told me outside court.
I am optimistic for Mr. Hatch. He, as you just explained, wanted nothing more than to accept responsibility and put this behind him. And now it's my job to make sure the court understands the scope of the case and what the case is really about. And more importantly, all of the amazing things that Mr. Hatch has done for the community, continues to do, and the amazing things that he will do going forward.
They're trying to get money out of Boosie.
Hey, that's what I said. She just glad that Mr. Hatch laced up pockets.
But that free Boosie movement always gonna be there. That free Boosie movement was the time to be alive. Always gonna hold Boosie down. We don't hold nobody down. We gonna hold Boosie down.
No
And
matter
that
how
Boosie
wrong
fade
he
looking
is,
real nice.
He ain't wrong. What a Trump got a gun too, and he a felon with a gun too. We got a whole felon for president. They can't. They need to cut that bullshit.
And that's where we go
Because if he had been
cancel
Trump, if his
culture.
last
Because
name had been
a
Trump,
lot
he
of
wouldn't have been
people,
in court.
a lot of people want to cancel Boosie because they say that he had that 15-year-old killing them people for him, unaliving them people for him, and he behind bars, and Boosie out here enjoying himself and wiping it down and doing his thing. So they trying to cancel. The cancel culture is trying to cancel Boosie.
We gonna hold what are we? We must be Gen X, because Gen X gonna hold Boosie
Yeah,
down.
Gen X don't give a damn. It's them late millennials and Gen Z that's ready to cancel everybody and everything.
But see, they think everybody disposable. They think you can go through this life alone. They ain't learned that lesson yet.
I think Boosie is a prime example of anti-cancel culture because anytime they try to cancel Boosie, it never works. The LGBTQ community try to cancel Boosie, it didn't work. Him having a stripper dance for his son, it didn't work. No matter what they try to do, Boosie is gonna always get up out that cancel culture light. That cancel culture always bounces off of Boosie.
Mm-hmm.
But the cancel culture itself is bullshit.
It very much so is.
You got people that be at the grocery store. They feel like they want to cancel you. They finna record you. Oh, because your basket hit my car, baby. What you want to do about that? You know.
Yeah, they serious now.
Isn't it? And it's a really sensitive world we're in now.
That's more what it is. Because
everybody's so sensitive.
Like they say, cancel culture is a form of public shaming, which groups or individuals swiftly denounce and campaign against a target, often using social media. The target may be an individual, a company, an institution, or even a concept. It's also known as the call-out culture. Now, don't get me wrong.
But I don't know
when it first came out. You know what I'm saying? The deal was to hold people accountable. That was the whole purpose of the cancel culture. And it started back like with the Steinfeld guy years ago when he said some racist things in a stand-up and somebody dug it up and put it out. That was kind of the start. And that was like 2015 or something like that. That was kind of like the start of the cancel culture. Let's cancel them. And then we went on and what it was Woody Allen, then more closer to us, it was the R. Kelly, then the Bill Cosby part of the Me Too came from that cancel culture. So at first it was designed to call people out and make you be held accountable for your actions. You know what I'm saying? You did this, we don't like that, and you're finna be held accountable. We calling you out. We're no longer being silent. You're fucked up, you're fucked up. And that's what it was initially was about. But then, because it's not that much going on, I feel like it turned more into a hate type movement. I don't like your views. So
we were supposed to be boycotting stores and businesses. We were supposed to be holding our black dollar. We were supposed to be counseling people that didn't support us. And what a distraction it is that they took something and now it's this now, it was supposed to, like you say, hold people accountable, and we would boycott our whole dollars from specific places that didn't support us, right? And then you remember when they had everybody putting a little black square to say you support black people and all that, because they were gonna cancel you if you didn't put a black square up, And so now it went from being a very useful tool and the progress, but somehow we always come back to this. The distraction we always get away from what the issues really are with little distractions like, oh, we gonna, cancel R. Kelly, oh, we gonna cancel Bill Cosby, but we We didn't counsel the Caucasian people that did the same crimes. You see what I'm saying? So, the distraction was to get us off of. We don't need you boycotting our business. We don't need y'all shaming us online for what we ain't doing for the black community. We don't need that. Y'all go back to shaming each other.
Mm-hmm. Turned
That's
into
why
a
I feel like
jealousy
it
type
is.
deal.
Yeah. Distract.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's more of a jealousy deal now.
Yeah, because it happens. It happens. It can happen to any and everybody in a short period of time. You can just simply, in somebody's views, you can simply say the wrong thing. Like if you say a faggot, you can't say that no more. You know what I'm saying? You'll be counseled. And it got to the point where comedians couldn't go on stage and even be funny anymore because of what somebody might say about, and their job is humor. They there to make people laugh. So it's almost like anything should be, you have the possibility to say whatever. But that's what this canceling culture has done. It takes away your voice.
Yeah, like a means of control.
Yes. So it's just weird to me. It's just like everything else, man. It's just everything.
I agree. The world is just different. Just like I be watching some of the things they be putting up. Drake got a child, a daughter that don't nobody know about. Who the fuck cares? Like he the only person in the world that got a kid that don't want the world to know that he got a kid. I didn't expose mine to goddamn social media. Y'all didn't know I had shit until I started talking about it.
Yeah.
But it's a
And
problem.
I also think the cancel culture is crazy because just going back on those videos we watched of those two women, clear example. When you watch the actual footage of the bus, you see blood. You see the young lady on the bus fall and unalive die. The lady that got shot by her baby's, that her ex-husband's girlfriend, they show her dead on the ground in blood. They want everything to be raw, crimson blood, clear in color, but also want to censor the words that come out of people's mouth.
Oh, the video can be so vulgar. It can show everything in 4D. The video can't. But we better say GUN. We better say pew.
Or
Come on.
unalive and shit like that.
Yeah. What is the unalive? What is that?
Also, they the cancel culture also they be making jokes about it. She ain't had no business being there no way, and they don't take nothing serious. They got to make a joke about it.
So how are people who don't take somebody getting unalive seriously in charge of counseling anybody?
Because trolls gonna troll no matter what.
But damn.
Troll. I feel like when it comes to trolling online, that's when you have to really. That's when celebrities and shit like that, you really got to be in your strongest. Like you really have to think back to your roots when you was chilling in the hood with your granny and them, and really just think about how these people really don't mean shit to you. Because trolls are real. Internet bullying is real.
And
Right.
and
I never even. I'd be like internet bullying. That don't even. And that's
what the
truly
cancel
really a
culture turning it
thing.
into.
Internet bullying, yes.
But
to sit behind a keyboard and pretend like you a killer, it's insane to me.
Until a killer knock on your door.
The keyboard killer.
Girl, you crazy. Peep this one.
But
go ahead, Kurt.
But this is the power and the poison of media. And when you put that type of power in everybody's hand, people who are nobody all of a sudden become somebody simply because they posted a video. For instance, one of the things people are doing now is they'll rent an Airbnb, these young people that throw a party, and they'll completely destroy it, the Airbnb. and video it and just tear the place up beyond literally repair. And just like this brother had one of the few restaurants, I think in Compton, really nice restaurant where black people could go dine. And they show him walking through his restaurant. It shot up and tore up. He said, "This is what I worked for 25 years to own. My blood, sweat, and tears." He said, look at my place. Look at what he said. You can't even have that nice for people. Look what they done to my place. And somebody videoed that shit just to get likes. And so that we live, like I said, man, as much as we love, we're able to get on this right now and have this podcast and try to talk about change and positivity and promote something different. And just like we're doing that, you got people posting all type of violence, all type of ill, all type of cruel shit. So the same thing that we view as a tool, somebody else weaponize it. And it's just we just live in a very broken, very bad time, man, for society. Social media is really a product that we're gonna look back one day and see, how like every century or generation of people who have failed from the Mayas and all of that, they look at history and see what caused them their downfall. They're gonna be able to say the same thing about our era. And social media is gonna have a huge role, man.
Yeah, the role of social media and technology gonna go aid in our demise, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like now instead of holding people accountable, they try to get rid of people who don't agree with what they're
With
doing.
them, with their politics. Come on, baby. We can agree to disagree, long as we stay in the fight. Don't get distracted of what the real fight is about. What the real cancel culture is about.
People, she said, and all this is true.
Cancel culture is no longer about holding people accountable and wanting them to grow from their actions. It's just more about bullying someone and keeping them stuck on their one action rather than wanting them to grow from it. Like, it's just cyberbullying, it's death threats, it's constant harassment and wanting to ruin someone's life. And I feel like cancel culture, like this way, comes from a place of envy when people are doing better than you in life and you're not. So you just dig up dirt about them and you say that, oh, it's because I want to hold them accountable. I don't think it's wanting them to hold them accountable. I think it's because you want to see their lives completely ruined. And instead of giving people the opportunity to grow from their actions, you just define them by that one action and keep them stuck on that one action rather than them wanting them to grow from that action. It's so strange to me. And the people that we should be holding accountable, the people who physically harm other people, the male artists that are still successful yet have done horrific things to women, you don't hold them accountable. But it's people who have done things from the past and maybe they're not that same person they were from the past. It's just so ridiculous. How can someone from their past be the same person they are today? I'm pretty sure 10 years ago, you were not the same person as you are today. You did some things or said some things that made you cringe, but you were given the grace of privacy. I just fail to understand, if the goal is to wanting to hold people accountable, wanting them to grow, why don't we give them the opportunity to do so? Why are we so bent on being like, okay, you did that one thing, that's it, that's who you are, and you're never going to grow from it?
What about
And like I
grace?
said, it started out being a pretty cool thing, holding people accountable, and now it's just out of hand. It seems like it's more jealousy now.
I think when cancel culture first appeared and people were very much so afraid of it, people had the most politically correct apologies. They were and some people probably were definitely willing to change, but their apologies were top-notch apologies. very much, I am sorry, I am growing from this, I am human, I am this, I am that. And I do believe in some form, now not all of it, but in some form, people do understand that you are doing that to save face, because you are a celebrity, you are a public figure, you are this, you are that. And if we go back further, this is who you are as a person. And if you are able to change this overnight, good for you. But when it comes to now, I'm finna lose publishing, I'm finna lose brand deals, I'm finna lose this, that, I'm gonna lose some money. Of course, some apologies and those tears are gonna flow. But when people really, because now they're digging up your past, which is crazy to do. Like she said, 10 years ago, I was saying stupid ass shit. I was 19, I was 18, I was 21. I was saying dumb stuff. But when I realized this is truly you as a person, it do be hard for people to be like, okay, we accept your apology, we'll move on. Because back to, and I be forgetting we can look at these comments. Taja Burns was saying, like, the boy, back to the stabbing thing. I feel like all these topics are really flowing in together. The one who did the girl bad on the subway, I do feel like racism is a cancel culture that should never stop, because racism is embedded in you. There's not something you can fully just change overnight and apologize for. You being a racist.
I mean, when you say racist,
I'm not talking about people who stereotyping.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think
I
sometimes
don't
we
feel like
get.
stereotyping and racism are two different things. If I say Mexicans drive bad, please don't cancel me. But if I'm saying build the wall, get these criminals out of here, Mexicans do this, do that, do that. If I'm bashing and everything that's coming out of my mouth of another race is hateful, that's racism.
Okay, but a lot of people get that confused.
They do.
Because just because I make a joke, and say wetback or,
But they say
that don't mean
what you
I hate
find
them.
funny, what is really who you are.
Well,
the things that you find funny.
That's what I heard somebody say.
But I think stereotypical jokes are funny, because that's what we've made as a culture. In your culture, that's what you have developed in your culture.
No, we done had to be stereotyped so long that now we either perpetuate it and make fun of it, and like it's funny.
But the
And I think
reality of it, that's
certain stereotypes and some racism do go hand in hand. AJ, I do agree with that. Like black people monkeys, black people and watermelon. I think shit like that is not. I feel like shit like that is on more of a racism side than it is stereotypical.
But
because watermelon is a fruit that grows out of the ground. Huh?
Do you eat chicken and watermelon?
Yes, but so do everybody. That's the crazy part. That's the thing. I feel like it's stereotypical for us, but so do everybody. Even though Mexicans, no shade, Spanish culture Spanish culture do eat tacos. Black people love tacos.
I know I do. Like all of my brothers eat chicken and watermelon.
Yeah, I think
English and drug selling.
I think stuff like that, when used in an ugly manner, like when Barack got in office, they was putting those pictures of the White House with watermelon patches in the front. I feel like stuff like that is used to be ugly. It is not a stereotypical thing. It's used to be racist. So people know the fine line they're drawing, and when they're crossing over that line when it comes to racism.
But if my thing is, if that's what you do, why get offended?
I definitely feel that way, but at the same time, if you're using it to offend me, you're looking for the reaction. You didn't put me in no watermelon. You didn't put me in no watermelon patch to make me laugh.
To yank your chain and make you act a fool.
We now know more new details about 31-year-old mother Romeka.
Hold on, I don't know why that played. Hold on. I say, so you giving somebody that much power? I had to learn to pick my battles. Everybody ain't worth my battle, my energy. You know.
Oh, I don't get too angry because my tongue is a sword, so I already know how to get you where it
Yeah,
hurts too.
mine too. My mom like that. I inherited that. Girl, I can say some shit that make you go in the closet and want to hang yourself. Real nigga shit. Now, and many have told me that. So yeah, I got a song out in this world. Hold on a minute.
Hey on, guys. Oh, welcome to Cancel Culture. I'm Nate. This is my crew behind me. We're just sitting here discussing things that we can be offended by today. We're searching. We hope that you say something that we can be offended by so that we can cancel you. Here at Cancel Culture, we're all about taking food out of people's mouths by putting public information out about these individuals that say things that we don't think are culturally acceptable. And if we can't find anything today, hell, I'll report something that I did that I found offensive to myself just so I can have something to report to headquarters about. I'm not loyal to myself or other people. I'm only loyal to finding things to be offended about. And you're only one step away from us canceling you. Be careful what you post on the internet. Don't master yourself.
So what happened to freedom of speech?
They get offended. Feel like it's a freedom of speech. Let me tell you what happens. And I learned that I can't. It's hard to educate the new generation, Gen Zs and Gen Alpha. It's hard to educate. They're not looking to be educated. Once they make their minds up about something, it is what it is. No matter what you show them, it is what it is. So I would get on there and I'll voice an intelligent post about something that they're talking about, and they get in their feelings so deep that they calling you all type of names, and it's like, where did this come from? I'm just voicing my opinion. That's what this post is for, public opinion, to agree and disagree. But they get so deep in their feelings that they name calling, they saying this and that, and I don't take kindly to that,
Well, we grew up in an era where criticizing it was something that we joked about all the time. We used to have contests who could talk about each other the most. And now people are so sensitive now that not only can you not say something critical, you can't even give them good information. You can't even give them positive feedback.
But I feel like freedom of speech for Black people has always been and we're going back to Dr. Martin Luther King era. I feel like freedom of speech has always been something that would get us as Black people put in a lot of more discrepancy than it would any other race. We talking about back when we talking about Jim Crow and everything else. I feel like freedom of speech has always just been an amendment that is for a certain type of people in a certain type of area. Freedom of speech for us has not always been what it should have been.
Right, I understand that, but the point I'm making though is that we learn how to take criticism.
I mean,
and that's going back to that era too.
We were taught,
but now you can't even give, like, you can't even tell somebody the truth about what they're doing, and them not.
Yeah, they get mad. I wanted to unalive you.
Yeah, and
the deal is this:
they take it wrong.
We grew up with sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. All you doing is talking. You put your hands on me,
then it becomes
different. But just because you saying this, you saying that, you just talking. Okay, bro, when you get to talking, you want to do some action, holler at your boy. But until then, get on. And then that really shuts it down. No matter what he say, once you say that, don't nobody pay attention to nothing that person saying no more. I went through it several times in school. All you gonna do is talking. I ain't finna get long-winded. I ain't finna get no pissing contest. I ain't finna get no spit contest. because I can't spit that far. I've tried. That spitting is not my thing. So I'm not finna get in no pissing or no spitting contest with you. When you ready to throw them things, holler at your boy. And then I walk off. You know what I'm saying? So I learned to choose my battles, like I said earlier. So that all that back and forth and bickering and getting sensitive, we used to people talking.
Yeah, so when does society get so sensitive? That's what I'm talking about.
Shit. 2000, late 90s.
You said that's when they got sensitive?
I'm gonna say 2000.
I don't think so.
When they got sensitive, it wasn't in the 90s.
No. I feel like no. You said, I'm sorry. You said late 90s. Did you say early 2000s?
Within the last
the
5
2000s, I know for sure. I'm gonna say
it's definitely the 2000s.
2010. Is it safe to say 2010?
I think it's definitely safe to say 2010, 2011.
2015.
I think
I'm gonna
definitely
say
safe to say 2015. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the last 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, last 5 to 10 years. I would say the early 2000s. That's when. I don't know when Rush Hour, and that's why I was tripping out when I was telling y'all earlier. You in Austin, when you cut on Rush Hour now, it says trigger warnings, racist comments, or something. It gives you a trigger warning before freaking Rush Hour.
Yeah, so you could easily offend somebody now. Easily. I mean,
it's a comment that says it started in the
LGBT.
It starts in the LGBT community.
Why are we so easily offended nowadays?
That's what I'm saying. I
don't get it, because I don't get it. And like I say, and anything anybody do is a problem now. And we didn't grow up like that. That's you and you doing you. We ain't got nothing to do with that. As long as you ain't involved with me, we didn't care.
Well,
but I do believe
still going on, because people don't care about other folks what they got going on. It's like you live.
I don't know. They say they don't care, but if you go look at social media, you post a picture of Sierra poking her ass out, you got the whole world. That slut, that this, she ain't this, she ain't that. So they care about
she ain't that. She ain't this. She ain't that.
I do believe in some instances, like not just that, like you minding my business, a grown woman with my ass poked out, but I do believe in certain cases, standing on business do be necessary, because what you allow will continue to happen. Like faggot, for instance. If I do not want you to call me a faggot, if you calling me a faggot offends me, I have every right to stand up for what I believe. If you calling me a nigga offends me, I don't call my people nigga, I don't call my sister nigga, I don't call my brother nigga, I don't call nobody nigga. I don't want to be called a nigga. I should have the right to tell you that without you saying I'm a punk, I'm sensitive.
Okay. Let me ask you this. So let's just say you are in Austin, them talking in private, and we talk about some YTs. You work with YTs. Some of your best friends have been YTs. You went to school with them. You've worked with them. They good people. But we just joking as people. You know what I'm saying? Saying that they don't have rhythm. They can't jump. They corny as fuck. We just talking. And somebody hears that. Is that right for them to cancel you because we joking, having that moment where we're joking about it, even though you have best friends are some have been there for you closer than the friends you grew up with. They helped you get jobs. They helped you get loans, money. They cleared your credit up. Does that make you should they cancel you because somebody heard that video of you having fun with us clown?
And those behaviors that you discussed, they may be true about that person.
Right.
And that's another thing when it comes to cancel culture. Everything is freaking recorded. Everything is freaking recorded. You don't have no private moments with yourself. You should be able to jones with your kinfolk. You should be able to sit in the backyard and talk about white folks if you want to talk about white folks. Why have me you and Austin joking about white folks have made it to the internet. Now my white homegirl and her family don't want to help me with my credit no more.
That's it.
Or be
So
around me.
or be around me. Now
That's
don't get me wrong. If I hear you talking shit about me or my people, because it go both ways. If I hear my white friend, even though I do feel like it is a thing where it says black people can't be racist, and I'm heavily behind that because I'm all the way black just like that.
Black
But
people can be racist though.
and but if I heard my white homegirl kicking it with her cousin them and they talking down on black people, I would not fuck with her no more. So I would expect them to do the same thing. If I heard you talking about black people, I wouldn't fuck with you no more but I would feel differently about it. That's the crazy part in my mind where I feel like black people aren't racist. When it comes to black people, I'd be like, girl, that's me and James then. We shooting the shit like we always do. It's not even a big deal. Like, what you tripping about? But it let it been her. I'd be like, you're a racist bitch. Y'all racist. Y'all been feeling that way about me because of the history.
Yeah, and I know people gonna think I'm
It's
crazy.
the history of black versus white. So it just be
People
everything
gonna
be
think I'm
very
crazy, and I'll
taboo.
probably lose a lot of a few cool points. But shit, I ain't looking for no goddamn cool point. I ain't looking for no friend. I speak my mind. I've been speaking my mind. That's why I ain't got that many friends. My circle is a doubt. My best at one time, my best friend was white. His brother, when I was in college, was my roommate. I had a room at his house, and if a black person is doing something that's blackish, and him and I decide to talk about it or chime in on it, it's niggerish. It is what it is. I call a spade a spade. I always have. And if our people known for stealing things from certain people, that's just what we do. I never sugarcoated nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's just not what I did. And if you don't want to be criticized or looked at that way, then don't do it. So if he say, "Hey man, every time I used to go around these certain group of people and they're black, they always steal something from me or something always come up missing." And if he's telling the truth, it's the truth. And I'll say, yeah, I noticed that because I grew up if anything, upper middle, I guess. I didn't I wasn't a struggler. I didn't come from the hood. You know what I'm saying? So I understand the struggle. I help people with the struggle, but my parents made sure I didn't have to struggle. You get what I'm saying? So my friends had things. I didn't hang around people that didn't have things because people who didn't have things always stole my things. So when I hung with the other people and they had the same stories, I could relate. They used to steal my things too. I would be nice and let them wear my jacket, and they'll keep my jacket, take it home. And when I say, "Hey, can you bring my jacket back?" they never would bring my jacket back. You know what I'm saying? So my parents had to buy me another jacket. So when we talk about how they would take things, the less fortunate would take things, I could relate. So like my brother, when we had to help somebody, my brother said, and he was real young. He had to been about 10 years old at the time, and mom then went in and bought clothes for them, and we thought the clothes and toys were going to be ours. It was like around Christmas or something, and so we was getting excited because they went and bought some nice clothes and toys. And so we found out that they weren't giving the toys to us, and so my brother said, "They must be less fortunate." You know what I'm saying? And I still remember that like it was yesterday. But if we are guilty of behaving the way people describe us, I have no problem with it. That's just me. Because if I didn't want to be called a criminal, I didn't do criminalistic shit. You know what I'm saying? That was just me.
I'm the same way, man. I got white friend. My next door neighbor is a white guy, and he and I probably have become better friends this year. We've been friends since I moved here, but we
Mhm.
become we become better. We become better, closer friends now. Just the trust that's built up. You know what I'm saying? And we have conversations about all types of subject matters. He doesn't use the word nigga. He doesn't relate to to a lot. He's not political. He don't really care who's doing what when it comes to that. He's just a hardworking guy. He completely care about you either do what you're supposed to or you don't. He looks at life one way, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? He don't get caught up in a lot of bullshit. He'll, even if he see black people doing something that's we consider niggerish, he'll just say, "Man, that's some fucked up shit," just like that.
Yeah.
But and he's just that way. Probably out of respect for me, he don't. I don't know what he say around his people. You know,
and you don't care.
And
as long as he respect you when he's in your presence.
As long as he respect me.
And that's me.
You know, and I I monitor my terminology around him. It's the way you handle situations. I'm sure he owns other properties too, so he refurbished homes. So I'm sure that he's been into situations where he's seen some shit and felt like, that's fucked up what they did. You know what I'm saying? And he may have used foul terminology in saying so. But I'm in the mindset of black. If the subject calls for the language, then it is what it is.
It is what it is.
If you doing certain shit and it's stereotypical of some of our behavior, then that's just what the fuck it is, because I'm going to say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I ain't got no problem with people. Me, don't nothing pretty much bother me as far as language-wise.
Yeah.
I was criticized so much coming up, so it ain't nothing you can say that you got to dig so deep with me, and then it ain't gonna matter. So really, the only thing you can do to me is put your motherfucking hands on me.
But in my opinion, I'm not in council culture, but I am definitely in correction culture.
Yeah.
You gonna watch what the fuck you say. You're gonna get corrected. And if there's a problem, there's a problem. I do feel like in certain instances, when time goes by, letting shit slide becomes an ice skating ring, and you now are the victim of that. You don't let everything slide.
Right. And that's why we say around us,
exactly,
it was respect.
I feel like
Absolutely.
correction and counseling is two different things. Like that girl in that last video said, correcting. I mean, you apologizing and taking accountability can clear all that. But now it's to the point where council culture has become it's truly become a mob. Council culture wants you to hurt. They want to see you end up in bankruptcy. They want to, because they've gotten a taste of it. They've seen where
the effects of it.
Yes, and they want to see that happen every single time. For instance, Ari Fletcher made a joke, and she was on Fenty, Rihanna's campaign for Fenty Beauty, the lingerie, and it was I can't think of what had happened for her to make this joke, but she was saying, if my man don't pull a pistol out and tell me I ain't going nowhere, then I don't think he really loves me. Whoop my ass if you don't want me to leave. She was making a joke, and she's from Chicago, from some type of trenches, done seen certain type of things, and do feel like if my man rough me up, he really love me. He really want me to stay around. He really, bitch, you ain't going nowhere. I'll pull this Glock out. Yes. So that is her form of love, which is crazy. Cause some women are like, soon as you holler at me, I'm gone. Cause bitch, yeah, no. But in her mindset, if you ain't telling me, bitch, I'll put this Glock on you, or you ain't going no damn where, then you don't love me. The council culture got a hold of that. They sent it to Rihanna, who was a part of a domestic abuse situation with Chris Brown. No matter which way it flows, the coin flip on that. And she was canceled. She was taken off of that. And she said how much that truly affected her, because Rihanna pays a good bag. That was a good bag. She learned from it, but it was too late to come back and apologize, this and this and that. She got canceled. Drea, I can't think of her name. I mean, I can't think of the comments she made. She made a comment almost similar. I think she's the one who actually made that particular comment. If you're not shooting at me and making me stay, and Ari kind of made a comment like that too. They both were canceled.
Mhm.
So
But
cancel
you
culture
know,
want to see you suffer financially. That's
Yeah,
what sucks.
so
they
They
just
want to
so
see
don't.
let
a
me
repercussion.
but let me say this. Let me say this. Do you think they would be in uh a bit what's the word, arrogant in thinking they should even discuss that, knowing the background of Rihanna?
I definitely agree, and also knowing the background that you had, the influence you have over young ladies, it definitely was a lesson that needed to be learned.
Well,
You're not
well,
on the street with your home. You're not in the kicking it with your homegirls no more. Just talking on the phone. You are influencing all sort of following.
well.
That's a
Here,
part of
here,
being an
here,
influencer.
here. That's where they fucked up. But to me, here's where Rihanna fucked up. She could have used that for education.
She
See,
did. Ain't nobody said no shit like that again on her campaign.
well, she could. But what I'm saying,
No, what he's
she could.
saying is
She could have made them
instead of
better.
firing her, she
She
should
could
have
have.
kept her
She could.
on, but educated her on
She
this is
could have.
why you
She could have
don't say
made.
that.
She could have made them better.
Oh
Yeah,
It would
yeah.
have showed
and
that she
that's
was a.
and to be honest with you, that's what the real purpose of cancel culture
Yes.
is to hold you accountable and educate you. But then it went from that, you
Yeah,
know.
because it could have showed Rihanna was a bigger person and a person that has the opportunity to make change because of the platform that she has, and she should have showed that learning right there. You know what I'm saying? But now those girls, they might not never get another shot because now that they've been canceled off her show, it
Yeah,
probably makes it more difficult for them to go elsewhere.
it's just cancel. The world, they just sensitive. Peep this one out.
Why do we live in such a sensitive time? Like, why can't we feel free, speak our minds, joke around without like people just being offended? And like, they weren't worried about this in the early 2000s. They weren't worried about this in the 90s, the 80s. Anytime before like social media, it's like you can say and basically do whatever you want to do. And it's like nowadays, it's like you can't do that. You have to walk on eggshells just to either fully speak your mind, or even if you're just joking. Like a comedian literally has to censor himself just because of the times that we're living in now, or he might get canceled. Like that is sad that we can't even express ourselves within comedy without people feeling offended. And the whole reason for comedy is to have that expression. It's the reason why we do it. It's like we don't have to always take take stereotypes, for instance. One of my white friends is one of my best friends. But I'm pretty sure the stereotype you've heard about black people is that we like fried chicken, we like Kool-Aid. Duh. How am I going to feel offended? And you know, I think that's funny. I genuinely think that's funny. I don't feel offended at all. I used to have friends who would tell me like I was so black they couldn't see me in the dark. That's the absolutely truth, and it's funny. I'm not gonna sit there and cancel him and feel like, oh, he's a racist or this, that, and the third. It's just like, bro, we have to just get out of this. We gotta stop taking things way too personal.
And when he said you so black that we can't see you in the dark, I said, well, you can't dance. You have no rhythm. You talk corny. We just gonna, keep it a buck and expose the stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I can jump higher than you. But that don't mean that I hate his guts because, y'all know we like that red Kool-Aid.
But that's where it sucks the most. The comedy being comedy and comedians being raw is what made it so freaking funny.
Absolutely.
Comedy and comedians gave you an escape. It being censored now is not even no point of having it. It
Well,
being
on the
censored.
cool, I've been watching some lately. It's not as censored as we think.
Yeah,
They have
I
a
don't think so
lot of
either.
comedy shows here in Atlanta, and the wife and I went to a few of them, and they're not as censored as we think. Um, who's not? It's certain ones. Corey Holcomb, he's not censored. He gonna say what the hell he want. Earthquake, say what the hell he want. Mike Epps gonna say what he wants. So it's certain ones maybe, but majority of them, and maybe when they not doing specials. But I know when you go to the comedy clubs, even the white comedians talk about themselves and blacks, and we just sit there and laugh because we know it's real, it's true. So I don't think it's as censored as we think it is. You know, they may have to think about it, but I don't think it's that bad. It may have been at one time, but I think it eased up now. But yeah, if we gonna get in a Jolson thing when we talking about each other, and he say you so black we can't see you when the lights out, yeah, and you ain't got no rhythm, I can out dance your ass. You know what I'm saying? Or you got a short Peter Weeder. You know what I'm saying? My Peter Weeder probably 3 times your size. You take what yours is and multiply by 3 and you get mine. You know, so it's like if we gonna go there, let's go there, and we gonna laugh and so unless they're saying it in an evil way, but then again, I'm like, Kurt, I know how to cap myself. So if you say that in an evil way, I know how to come back. But the only way you can hurt me is by throwing them things. If you wanna fight me, you wanna come at me and get at me, let's go for what we know. You know what I'm saying? But words never been a thing. Cause like I say, we grew up with the sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt me. That was our theme. Our moms preached that because they got tired of buying clothes. Because I used to fight all the time, and my folks bought me nice clothes, and I would come home with my polos tore up, and mom and them got tired of buying clothes. But what happened? Did they push you? No, but he said, no, you can't go off of what he said. Did he touch you? No, ma'am. Then, you know, and then I'm the one getting rolled up because I swung first. So I learned that you can say what you want. It's when you put your hands on me. And I learned that at a young age, probably about 3rd grade. When you get tired of getting your ass whooped going home with toe-up shirts and your mom and them start whooping your ass for coming home with toe-up shirts, you start thinking, when you touch me. So when I go home and my shirt was tore up, and I told them he hit me or he pushed me, I was good. I ain't get my ass whooped. But when they asked me what happened, man, he said, they didn't buy that he said. But if he touched me and I fought, they did. I got away with it. So I learned that at a young age. I'm teaching that to mine too, because my son, he be ready to go off. He be ready to, you know, man, he said, dude, let him say what he gonna say. You can't be going off on everybody because the teachers be calling. Hey, he got out of line. Dude, did he touch you? No, but and I was like, that was me. So I'm preaching to him at a young age until they touch you, and then now they have to walk up on you. Now, if he walk up on you like he ready to hit you, you better get that first lick. You know, you can't. But that first lick mean a lot.
I get what Anthony's saying too. It's like she ain't finna be the brunt of the joke. Like, so if a supervisor or somebody on my job target me, you know, there's been a few I had to set straight. Hey, bro, no, you're gonna watch how you talk to me. But as long as I'm talking to you with respect, you ain't gonna handle me any kind of way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
okay, you got to get your respect.
So I get that, you know. So
yeah.
So and I had to. There's been a couple of times I had to Let a motherfucker know that we can do it this way or we can do it that way. I'll let you know right now. I choke you out in a heartbeat. Before you know it,
I think that part of council culture is very valid.
yes,
I do
absolutely.
feel like that part of council culture is very valid because don't get me wrong, back in the day we had thick skin because, and not to always take stuff back to slavery days, but black people, I can only speak for my own culture. I can't speak for nobody else's culture. I'm sure Hispanics are getting the gist of it too, but coming up in a certain, and that's why white people feel so entitled, be so offended real quick because they're used to being on the opposing end of it. They're used to being, yeah. So that's why I know black people, Hispanics, any other race, brown people, we're used to taking stuff on the chin.
Yeah, we
And
went
this
through some shit.
generation is like, nigga, please, I'm not dealing with none of it. You can't
Yeah,
come at me with none of it.
We went through some shit back
And
then.
we have the toughest skin. We know how to scold, we know how to Jones, we know how to kick the shit, we know how to take it, we know how to ignore it, we know how to
We
some
survivors though.
some people nowadays are very sensitive. That trigger happy
The key,
shit, that's where
the
that
key
shit is
thing
coming
is,
from.
Anthony, is none of us, because you're millennial, none of us are gonna take disrespect. They can be across the hall, and sometimes I get in a zone, and I was with the wife like a week or two ago, and somebody said something, and I forgot, you know what I'm saying, who I was. I went back to like high school, college or something, and she was like, "Why? Why
But
are you
see,
even entertaining that?
I
Why?"
don't think disrespect has never been accepted. But what I do think is certain jokes, to a certain extent, we never saw as disrespectful. We will mask it with laughter.
Right.
Certain
Okay. It was a
disrespect you
black
can see,
man, a white man, and an Indian.
right? Certain disrespect you see it.
Then the
Certain
black man
disrespect you're
did
not
something
gonna
crazy.
take.
It always was the black man that did some fucked up shit.
Yeah. So it'd be like, okay, now wait a got this. Sometimes you in this generation, it's like, okay, wait a minute. No, let's stop it right there. Because uh every joke sometimes lead to true shit. All jokes tend to have true feeling behind it. So some people ain't taking so many jokes. Joke with your mama. Don't like you know what I'm saying? Don't always feel like I gotta be the butt of the joke, or don't always feel like what you say can fly because you're making it funny.
Right.
It was a guy named Scott Galloway. He said something. He said the wealthy are protected by the law, but not bound to it. The poor are bound to the law, but not protected by it. That's some true shit.
Yeah, it's deep.
That's some real shit.
Say that again for the people in the back, Kurt.
Oh, she woke. Hey,
I
girl, welcome back
won't
up,
never
y'all.
sleep.
Welcome back
I
to the
won't
stage.
never
We got
sleep.
AJ in the building. What's
I
up?
won't never sleep. I won't never sleep this time. I want to sleep this time.
I said the wealthy are protected by the law, but not bound to it. And the poor are bound to the law, but not protected.
Not protected by it.
Okay, so just to shoot the shit, what is something y'all have said or would say that would get y'all canceled today?
But it's something about the gay community.
Y'all gonna leave my gays alone.
Yeah. You say something about the gay community but then again, it's how you move.
I told somebody I ain't no punk, and they told me you can't say that no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this here with me.
And that's
I feel
crazy.
like me, the people who know me, my supporters, the people who have been to my parties, the people who know me, I wouldn't get canceled. A couple of them would get mad, but if I say something about anything, it's gonna be the truth. They're gonna be like, "Yeah, but that nigga was real. He just kept it real. You just didn't like what he said, but he didn't
Oh no,
like."
your ass is canceled, DJ Black.
Hey,
Yeah.
For me,
I done
Anthony.
heard some stuff you be saying. I'm like, oh yeah, that nigga get canceled. You will get canceled.
hey.
For me, Anthony, I guess a lot of times I lack understanding and shit. I might say some shit. I might say some shit like, "What the fuck is that?" I saw a couple where the dude had turned into a transsexual, had the surgery and all of this,
Kirk finna get us canceled.
and the woman turned into a dude, had the beard and all of that shit, and they together. I'm like, what the fuck was that even all about, though?
And what's crazy, that is the main topic that'll get you canceled. That trans community,
Yes.
I throw my hands up when it comes to it.
But
I throw my hands up when it comes to it.
What was
They will get you canceled in a motherfucking heartbeat.
what was the point of both of them switching? They could have just stayed.
I agree with what Austin's saying. You know, they want to be put up there with civil rights, and I don't think gay rights and civil rights are the same. But I also believe that they deserve certain rights. Here's the thing: what you do and who you have sex with is your business.
I ain't got
Okay.
It's always been.
How do you feel about the
my
restroom
thing? Your
thing?
business. The who?
The restroom thing.
I've been in the restroom where a man been in it, coming out and in it when I'm in it. On college campus, when they first did that, I was in college and in school, and
A
I had to
sissy
share.
walked up in there.
Was already in there.
A
When I
sissy
walked
was
in.
in there while you had to go in there and piss. A sissy was in there pissing. Was
No,
the
she
thing
said a
down?
man. You gonna get canceled.
Oh, okay.
You watch that sister shit. She said a man.
I said a man. There was clearly a man.
And you didn't feel some type
But
of way? Because yesterday,
because but what could I do? Yeah, I had to pee.
You didn't turn around and walk out.
I had to pee.
well, I don't know, man. Now I was somewhere. Where was I? I don't know if I was in New Orleans, but they had a men, women, and then they had a trans restroom. And the trans had it was the symbol for the trans, it was both the man and the woman, the women and men symbols cut in half and stuck together. And I think I took a picture of it. I'm gonna have to find it.
That's crazy.
But I was like, this is what it's going to. And they're gonna have to do that. But then it's gonna fall. Well, I guess when they like that, they understand each other. So you can put the trans male in with the trans female, and they're able to use the restroom, because I think it had the toilets and the urinal in that one bathroom.
So I'm gonna be honest when it comes to the trans people using the restroom. The only issue I have with trans is sports. That's the only thing I have an issue with. If a trans woman was to
I
come
got
into
an
the
issue with the sports and the restroom.
I feel like if a
Because
trans
I could say I identify as male, go in the men bathroom and watch
And
penis.
see,
Anthony,
but
I feel
AJ,
where you're going with it.
the only reason why I disagree is because, and now the only way I would feel some type of way, and I'm not lying, you have to fully be invested in your transformation.
Okay, that's
You
what I
have
was
to
going to
be
say.
you have to be fully invested in your transformation for me to really understand you, because I've been around trans women and I watch trans movies and shows and things like that, and I listen to trans podcasts. T.S. Madison, I follow her
I
on the
know her.
things. I follow a lot of trans women.
But
You have to
she won't have the bottom surgery though.
yes, but see, she's fully invested in her transformation. You know what I mean? I don't see her dick at the bottom. I see her titties at the top. The things she do, she gets her hormones. She's very feminine. She has feminine ways. She's, you know what I mean?
Is this the one that was
She's not
on?
walking in she's not walking in my bathroom with a 5 o'clock shadow with
And a beard.
I see your dingaling print, a beard. You're not
Is this
walking
the one
in
that was
tied
looking like
around
a
your
man.
Charlamagne himself?
Because transformation is transformation. It's full on transformation. It's giving film. What they used to say fish, but the trans women are getting canceled for a lot of stuff too when it comes to women. They don't say fish no more, but fish starts in the face. You're very feminine. You have titties. When you walk in the bathroom, I have to stare. I have to be like, wait a minute, is that a man? I have to stare at you to see what I think I'm seeing.
Mhm.
If I walk in, you look just like a man, that will freak me out. No shade.
Now I
It
know
did.
a
It
trans
did.
and well, I almost said cross dresser. I don't know the difference. I don't know what y'all got going, but
Cancel.
I don't think you can say cross dresser either, baby.
Canceled. See, yeah, DJ. I won't get canceled. We're gonna be clocking
I
you all
don't
night.
know. Okay, well,
Cross
tranny,
dresser
whatever.
is
Okay,
canceled.
she said. It said, however,
You can't say it. You got to say they.
You walking a
said.
fine line here.
they say. All right. It was this girl, this woman that everybody knew. She was in town. She had a nice little frame and everything, and everybody that was at the club that night was in her face. I'm talking about they was in her face. I mean, they was in her face. So I seen the one with the wig on and dress and everything, spanking ass and acting like a nigga, And I say, I'm blunt, and I don't give a fuck. So I said, damn, I thought you was strictly diggly. He said, they said, at the end of the day, I'm a man.
This is a trans woman we're speaking. You talking about?
Yeah, but see, it wanted this they wanted this other woman because she was the shit that night when
And
she
see, I'm not
stepped in
being
when she
funny. I'm
stepped in
not
the
being
party.
funny. That's not full transformation to me.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
and
down
that's what I
low.
was saying. When you
Yeah,
saying that you
because
comfortable
trans
with them
women
going
look
to the
at women at
bathroom,
trans women look at
what if
women as
it's that
sisters
one
and
in the
girls.
bathroom that say, "Hey, at the end of the day, I was born a man." What?
Yeah,
And then
but
when
see,
it's
I
time
don't
for her
think
to fight, she say, "Hey, at the end of
at
the day,
my
I was born a
school,
man."
that boy at my school, we both was like deer headlights. I don't think he had the bathroom to himself until I walked in. But he guess he identified feminine in a way because of the way he wanted to dress. But he was a man. He had a beard. He didn't have a full
Now, what if he would
full
have?
beard, but he was lined and
Now, what if he would have came in your stall and
but see, I keep a small knife on
gapped them
me.
legs open wide and got him
See, it's
4 5
always the
to
what
pump?
if. It's always the what if. It's
It's
always the what
always
I
if. He
keep a
wasn't
small
interested
knife
in
the
on
doing
what
that.
me.
if.
You gonna have to struggle for it now.
He wasn't interested in doing that to AJ. He was not. He was using the restroom like a normal person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but as a person who's aware of their surroundings, we're always wondering what if.
Yeah.
But if that could
So
have
when
happened to
you seen
AJ,
that
the
boy in
same
that
thing that happened
But
restroom standing up with
I'm
the
gonna
beard,
be
you should have
1,000.
walked
If
your
he
little
had a
hot ass
came
up
in
out of
there,
there. But with
bad
AJ
as I
being hot
had
in
to
the ass,
urinate,
she didn't mind that.
bad
That
as
was
I
a
had to
trans.
urinate, he could have got it. If he wanted it, he could. It would have been wide open for him.
Oh, never
And
mind.
I
I was
believe
gonna
you
say,
too.
I was gonna say, AJ was walking the restroom when a man was already in there. I'm sure her guard was up.
That was a
Man.
No,
trans.
she
That
had
was
to
a
put it up,
trans.
but AJ
I was
don't care
gonna say, I'm
shit.
sure her guard was up.
AJ would have gapped them wide open.
I was
She would have voluntarily put her goddamn legs behind her head.
Hey, that was a trans.
no,
That
baby.
was a
It
Huh?
ain't
trans.
that
Huh?
easy.
Oh, okay, my
It's not
bad,
that
my bad.
easy.
That was a trans
Stay playing on my
at a.
girl top. We're not gonna keep allowing that. Canceled. You're canceled. Period.
That was a trans
Woman
at a woman's
bashing.
prison.
Canceled.
That was a
We got
trans
there. Hey,
transsexual at
Jizzle.
a woman's prison that kept getting these female prisoners pregnant. It's a true. It's a true story.
Imagine being a woman prison and you done got your trans tail up in there. You gonna have to pull that out. I'm sorry, player. You
Yeah.
we especially for lifers, you got to pull that out.
Yeah.
You got that thing on you? You gotta
A
pull it
real
out.
one?
You gotta
Got
pull
a
it
real
out.
one?
You have to
Yeah.
use it.
AJ, you would have made it pull it out, AJ.
We got
If I
commissary
was in
lined up,
jail, yeah.
especially a for lifer, and you done brought a
Man.
trans woman up in here. I got
And
It's
all
up.
the
she got a
commissary you
thing.
need. Pull it
You
out,
finna, you
baby.
finna, you finna get wild, ain't you, AJ?
She got a thing. Look, she got a thing.
You finna get more out of
Okay.
that?
You done came in here with your thing. You got that thing on you. You got that thing on you.
Boy, y'all,
And I got 25 to life. Listen,
y'all stupid. Y'all
Man,
women,
what?
no way y'all women would say such things. No way.
Man, I'm Cleo in jail, man.
25 to life. We surrounded by nothing but coochie. You the only one here with the thing. Look
Y'all
here,
finna fuck
sis.
the hell out of them, ain't you?
Look here, sis. Pull it
No,
out.
I'm just playing. I am
You ain't
dead
playing
ass
shit.
so
Isn't the
I
truth?
know
Yeah, what
I
you
am.
just say? Isn't
I
the truth
got
to every joke?
I got a story. You know I got a story, right? So
Hell yeah.
I done did like 3 days, right? So I'm in there because I had a wig on, so I got straight back, and I guess the little young lady thought I was Cleo for real, and so. So I'm in there, right? And the girl kept like, "You want some Jolly Ranchers?" I was like, "Shit, yeah, we playing spades and shit." And she gave me the other girl said, "You know, she liked you." I said, "What you mean? What you make you say that?" She said, "Cause she feeding you." I said, "Oh hell nah, ma'am, I don't want no more Jolly Ranchers." And I learned that first night, right? And so next day, go out in the yard. They got this
You her
little
woman
thing on the
now.
side. They go out, you can go out, it's like a little enclosed patio with a basketball goal. Go out there, you know. And I love basketball. In my mind, I am Kobe Bryant. Okay. Okay, so anyway. Screw you, Black. You just stay hating on a player, man. I don't know. You won't understand who presence you in, but you
Go
just keep
ahead,
Carry
hating on
on,
me,
AJ, because
carry
I'm
and you
on,
just
interested.
keep
Go
on hating on
ahead,
me.
AJ. Don't let him block your
And
shine.
so
Go
carry
and
on.
so,
ahead.
bam. So I
He
get
canceled.
tired.
She said you
I'm through
straight
trying
hating on the
to
player.
shoot my shot and rebound my own balls and all this. So I sit down and I'm sitting there with my legs kind of open.
You
This
knew what
young
you was
lady
doing.
comes. This young lady comes and sit dead in the middle of my legs, and when she had her girlfriend name, a woman's name tatted on her, and I'm like, it could have been a baby, could have been a child, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, okay. But I'm like, why was she sitting in the middle of my legs? You know, in my head, I'm asking myself all these questions now because the Jolly Rancher shit done through me. And I'm like, okay. Oh, bitch, it dawned on me, bitch, you looking like a straight Cleo in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, okay, that's why. But I'm too pretty. I'm gonna be a girlfriend.
Did you fuck her? That's what we want to
I
know.
don't
Get to the
eat
juicy
the
part.
coochie. I wouldn't eat it, but I ain't gonna say. Let's stop. Let's stop right there.
I knew it.
All right.
I
Yeah.
knew. I knew she let her lick on that coochie, and you did some licking too, goddamn it. But it's all good.
Nah,
You
babe.
gotta tell the
I
world.
wasn't in there long enough. I wasn't in there long enough to get that desperate. I was getting out. Nah,
Yeah,
baby.
but that one night of passion, you did your thing,
Hell
especially
no,
back
it
then.
ain't that.
Cause
It ain't.
you was
I've been
hot in the
going
ass
6
back
years.
then.
You think
When
I
you
couldn't
sat
last 3
down,
Hey,
days?
yo, one night of
when
passion
you
is
sat down with
crazy.
your goddamn legs open and that little cat dripping
In the prison.
in the prison,
Man,
you knew
boy, I
She
did
wasn't
exactly
in
what
that
you
prison,
was
she
fuck.
was
doing.
in jail.
You
She
knew
Right.
was in
exactly what you was
jail.
doing. You was hot in the ass.
She wasn't in prison, she was in jail.
You was hot in
Man,
the ass. You hadn't had
With a
none in 3
recent
days.
release date.
Straight,
no.
straight in that
And
If
you let that
goddamn
anything,
woman
trunk.
if
and you let that
anything,
woman have her way with you.
you
You
a lie.
straight in
If
that
anything, I
goddamn
kept
trunk,
going
D.
to the CO asking for pads. I kept going to the CO asking for pads.
Because it was dripping that hard.
No, nigga, cause I would want everybody to think I was on my cycle. They can't take my
Yeah.
flower. They can't take my flower.
Okay. Y'all don't
They
want
can't get
this.
me.
Y'all don't want this administrating.
That girl went from telling the truth
Y'all
now.
administrating. Y'all don't want it.
That's what cancel culture about. Holding yourselves accountable. That girl went from telling the truth. She said, I'm gonna leave it right there to she ain't do nothing. When you left it right there, you let us know that either you was licking on her or she licked on you. But we're gonna leave that right
No,
No,
there.
she was
we was
saying,
talking
she
about
said
if
if
I
she
was
was
gonna do
desperate
life,
enough.
not no 3 days. We talking about
That
life versus 3 days,
exactly.
baby.
She said if she was desperate enough.
When she
Man,
sat
you
down with
always
her
don't
legs
be trying to
open,
twist my
that's
words.
just like a man in a prison that's queer and he walking there with his pants tore off in the ass. Just like
Well,
you sat down with your
That's another
legs
thing with
open.
council culture. Lesbianism and gay and homosexuality with men and homosexuality with women are held at a different standard. The roles almost reverse. When
What
it
you mean?
comes to me, when it comes to women being lesbians or women slipping up and fooling with their friends or slipping up and fooling with a homegirl, that's not seen in a light as in a man slipping up and fooling with his homeboy.
And I'm gonna need you to make that make sense for me, please.
Women fooling with women is almost seen as hot and sexy and a moment that just happened. Men
So you're not gay.
slipping up and fooling with, to a certain extent, I mean, no, I don't know. I'm just saying how it's seen in public. I don't know what a person is
I
feeling
mean,
when they,
it's
but
always.
I don't feel
agree
like
with you.
I'm
I
gonna be
can watch a
honest with you.
woman.
If a woman slip up and fool with her homegirl, you would not judge her as hard as you would a man slipping up and fooling with his homeboy.
Yeah, I
agree.
think so
I
too.
agree. I agree. Because I can't.
AJ having a weak moment in jail, y'all wouldn't have
Hey,
gave a damn. Y'all would have thought
Let's
that
just
was
be
cool.
real motherfucking clear. Let's stop
Y'all would
right
no,
here.
she
It is what
didn't.
it
AJ
is,
did
AJ.
slip up
It
in
is what
jail.
it is. This is
AJ wasn't in
accountability
there but
night.
3
This
days.
is
3 days
accountability
wasn't long
night.
enough.
You know I heard clear. You know I
3
wouldn't know.
days
No, I
wasn't
just
long enough, baby.
You keep talking about 3 days, but yet you'll meet somebody and fuck them on the same night. So 3 days ain't shit, AJ. That's
no.
just
And
what
I've
you
been
are.
going six.
The
And I've
first
been
one,
going six.
And I'm gonna need you to make that make sense for me, please.
the
I've been
first
going
48
6
hours
years
you
with no
crying.
sex.
The first 48
What you
hours
gonna
you
say about
crying and trying
that?
to get your
Yes,
contacts
I done
together.
had one. Now you can't shame me. Let's go back. Let's pause for a minute, Anthony. Let this nigga know something.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can say what you want. You can't shame me about a one night stand, DJ Black. Because if I wanted him and he wanted me, and whatever we wanted to do, that's what we did.
I'm not
You
knocking you
understand
on
me?
that. The
Now
deal is,
let's
don't
just be
make it look
real.
like it had to
Just
be
like
3 days in jail when
I
you
can
done did
have
a
that
one
one
night
night
stand.
stand. Just like I
But
can
And
give
I'm
it.
gonna need you to make that make sense for me, please.
Is
Just
a
like
moment
I
of
can give into the
passion.
flesh and have a
I'm
one
in
night stand.
freaking
I've
jail.
been
Why would I be
celibate for
thinking about
6
sex?
years.
But
So
he mixing it all up. DJ, but first of all, a one night stand is a moment of passion and heat of the moment. I'm in
It
jail. Why
ain't
would the
even
hell I
gotta
be
be
thinking about
all that. Like I
sex?
said, if I wanted him, he wanted me, and that's what we did, that's what we done.
do your thing. But my thing is, it ain't about the one night stand.
Why would she be
You're
in
not
jail thinking about
understanding.
sex? Let's be
You're
for
not
real. When you in
seeing.
jail, you trying to get your
Right.
ass up out.
You're
I'm
not
trying to
seeing
get
what
bonded
I'm
out.
talking about. I'm cool with your one night stands, but don't make it look like it got to be 3 nights in jail when you run around here having one night stands. So that don't matter. So
Man, 3 nights
apparently,
and that's totally different than being out on the town.
It's
Being out on the
totally
town is
different.
totally different than being in jail. Have you been in jail?
I ain't never been.
Oh, well, baby, then it's a difference.
It's very much so a
What's the
difference. First of all,
Between
you
being
getting
out on the
arrested.
town and being
Your
in
night is
jail.
ruined.
Shit. Right. And I'm
But
about to
okay,
think,
let
once
me
you
ask
go
you
to
this
jail,
then.
you
Let
ain't
me
thinking
ask you
about
this.
sex. You ain't thinking
Let me,
about sex no
I'm
more.
finna call my
let me ask,
mama. Who I'm
let
finna
me ask you
call?
this
Who I'm
then, y'all.
finna
Let me
like?
ask you this.
You
I
trying to
keep
get
it
on the
real. I
phone
keep it a
call?
buck. Let me ask you this then.
That's
You
that's
already
that upper
heard.
class square shit.
You already heard that the girl like you, and you still gonna go around there with your legs open and then allow her to sit between your legs. I'm gonna need
And I'm
you.
gonna need you to make that make sense for me, please.
First of all, I didn't allow her to do a damn thing. That's what she decided to do. Okay.
Oh,
Now,
hold on.
if you
We
want
gonna
the B
dissect
leg
this.
of the
We
story,
finna dissect this. Hold on. You said you didn't allow her to. She did it. Okay. So if I'm chilling and a motherfucker come and try to sit between my legs, if I'm not allowing them, I'm like, get your ass up, right?
I just closed my legs, Indian style. That's all I did. I closed my legs when they dawned on me what was going on.
It
And
had to dawn
Paul,
on you
I
after
was
they
Hell
already
yeah,
told
it
you
had
she
to
liked
dawn
you.
on me.
Paul,
It
I
had
was
to dawn
making a
on me.
joke. I was making a joke, but I was just doing a comparison. I was not saying whatsoever that AJ was fooling with a woman in jail. What I was saying was, if she had chose to, y'all would have thought that was sexy and cool. Let you or Kirk turn around and tell a story and said, "Yeah, I did a 3-day bid, and me and this man fooled around." Y'all would be sickened. Y'all wouldn't have looked at it the same way. That's
Right.
the
And I
only
agree with you
comparison
on
I
that.
was
I agree
making.
with you on that. But I was just breaking it down to AJ. It's like she was teasing the girl by sitting there with her goddamn legs open and letting her smell that fish. I'm just saying.
No. I was tired. I wasn't thinking about. You see, my mind wasn't on that.
And let's be for real. When AJ got there, she said they took her wig.
Okay.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
My mind was on. I gotta get out. I don't have to spend the night. Okay, so it's taking longer than I thought. Okay, so I went outside to clear my head, exercise. Just move, get the blood flowing. You know what I'm
Show
saying?
your ass, bend over a little bit.
What?
To show your ass, you're working out, showing your ass, bend over a little bit.
No, nigga, I want
AJ, is it cool we ask why you got arrested?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
I got a driving while suspended and forgot about the court date.
That was too many stutters. Y'all heard all that goddamn stutter.
Nigga, you had me on mute.
I was
trying to
shoplifting
Kevin
at Family
Samuel
Dollar.
me.
Keep it a real. She was shoplifting at Family Dollar. I already looked it up. I already, it's public record. She was shoplifting at Family Dollar. I'm gonna leave it. We have to keep it real podcast. All right.
It's public record.
Public record. Shoplifting at Family Dollar.
I made the just busted paper and everything, so it's public record.
Yeah, it's public record. I already read it.
Yeah.
Shoplifting, Family Dollar, Memphis, Tennessee.
You can't even give a nigga Walmart. You gonna say Family Dollar. God,
ain't that low down? Ain't that low down?
That was a public record thing. Now,
that's why.
But
you couldn't even give a nigga Walmart.
My girl here that a female is interested in her that's in jail. She's so frustrated. I just got to go play ball. I got to get some sweat going. I got to get my nipples hard. I got to do it. And then
that's why
you get through playing. She sit on the bench with her legs wide open. You smell it.
On the ground. Ain't no benches in jail. Ain't no benches.
Okay,
ain't no
she's sitting on the ground. If you get 6 feet in front of her, you smelling shrimp. You already smelling shrimp. And now
Counsel, we're not going to let you talk about our lady parts like that. Counsel.
So she can get a full swift of that shrimp. And my girl act like she just so clueless. She didn't know what she was doing. She didn't know.
Oh shit.
Okay. But that's my girl. That's AJ. I'm gonna get out my AJ.
DJ Bless
gave me Walmart in your scenario.
No, baby. I read the thing, public records. It said Family Dollar. Now maybe it was a typo. Maybe it was a typo. Human error. I get it. But peep this, cancel culture.
You can spend 10 years building your reputation as a valued company and value in the eyes of your customers, and cancel culture could come along, hit you with a broadside upside the head with a baseball bat, and you're done in 15 minutes. Because of their interpretation of something you did, you may not even get the time and space to stand up and defend it before cancel culture has its impact on your top line revenue. So because of that, and understanding your risk exists in these 4 areas, you now have to say as an entrepreneur, how do I leverage this?
And that's the thing that I 100% don't like about cancel culture. Going to the website, leaving your little comments, that's cool. But with social media and the weak-minded Gen X, late millennials, that's the main consumers. If somebody get on there, like I say, even when internet first came out, everybody went by what the internet said. That's why they had commercials that was saying, oh yeah, it's true. You got to be right because it was on the internet. I'm not one that go with the blogs. Just like I got a partner now, and he used to be so independent. He had his own mind, his own way of thinking, and now he got caught up on the blogs and what anybody say. So if somebody say, "Oh, Drake is a culture vulture," he's like, "Yeah, he's a culture vulture." Man, Drake's uncle is Larry Graham, which had several songs in the top 10, 1 in a Million, You, and all these songs. So if anybody into the culture, it's him, because his uncle is an R&B singer that got #1 top 10 hits. But the fact that the blog said it, so the generations that we're living in with social media, everybody majority sway to whatever they see on social media. Just like there's a video out now where they say a lady, her niece was in a car with her, and they were sitting in a line or something, and they were running the air conditioner, and the lady left out of the vehicle. When she came back, she tried to wake her niece up, and she couldn't. The niece had passed, and they said it was carbon monoxide because she was running the air conditioner. So now you got a couple people, oh, since I've seen that video, I'm not going to push this button on my car. That bitch had some type of carbon monoxide leakage in her vehicle. It wasn't from her running that goddamn air conditioner. I noticed when I was sitting in the car, I got sleepy and it was carbon monoxide. It's something else wrong with your car. When they made that inside circulation, they factored in the health risk that it could take. And all of a sudden, since a woman posted on TikTok that she pushed the little button that keeps the circulation within the cabin, and that caused her niece to die from carbon monoxide, it was more to it than that. And so I was like, I don't buy into what social media says or TikTok or none of that stuff. That's bullshit. Bullshit. But so many people.
I've seen the sway where people just go with whatever the vibe is or whatever everybody going, whatever the majority is saying. People just I've seen people sway like that. Yeah, a lot.
Instead of thinking for
like
themselves.
nobody like, it's like this how you feel. If you persuade me to think or adopt your way of thinking, that's different than me just swaying to just cause this is the way the new wind is blowing.
Right. And that's how the new generation is, guys. They don't
you gotta persuade me first.
It's like and I like I said, I experienced this firsthand. It's like back in our days, if somebody said something that wasn't your character, we would stand up for that person and say, all right, now you ain't just gonna say this and that and that. That person's a stand-up person. And I'm sure Kurt has been around people that tried to say something about DJ Black, and he said, hey, you just don't know the brother. You going off of some shit you done heard, but he's a pretty stand-up guy. We got out because I don't mingle with everybody. So when he said, hey man, where you get that music from? It came back, it wasn't this and that and that. Man, I got that from my boy Black. Oh, DJ Black. Oh man, that nigga be this, that, and that because he a hater. Because 8 times out of 10, probably his woman wanted to lay down with me. So I had a lot of haters. Kurt would stand up for me. These days, if somebody's saying something negative, they just sit back and let them talk. They don't correct them. Cause I watch them. I'm like, that was your homeboy, and you let that nigga down your homeboy's girl. What was up with that? Man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's the new generation. They don't stand up, so they're gonna go with whatever anybody say. So if the whole internet is saying this and that and that on Facebook about somebody, on the T page or whatever about somebody, it's people who know that what they're saying is not true, but they're not gonna go up there and say, "Hey, now that's a lie," because they don't want them to get on them. Oh, you must be sleeping with them too, or you must have HIV too.
Like a nigga lover.
I give you Black. I give you a prime example. You know, you and I used to share a lot of music together, right?
Right.
So a lot of times I used to go to the barbershop, motherfuckers who hating on you, because see, it was quite a few DJs. It was like when
I know what you're talking about.
Black made DJing popular. And so when he started getting all the gigs, like at the high school, like when he got to high school and the school wanted him, he started getting all these different venues. he started getting a lot of haters. So when you go to the barbershop, that's where you get a whole lot of chatter. You know, niggas gonna talk in the barbershop. And motherfuckers be like, yeah, man, your boy. Because they always associate me with, hey, man, yeah, your boy so and so.
Right.
Man, I got this from your boy, man. It had a whole lot of scratches. His movies and his CDs. I said, nah, bro, that can't be real. I said, cause we doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So
you know what? Kurt would sell them the same CD that I gave him.
Yeah.
And they'll love it. Hey man, that CD was off chain. He said, hey, bro, that's the same one DJ Black gave me that I gave you that you already had.
Yeah, so I knew what the hate was about, see. But see, I ain't finna sit there and just listen to that shit, cause he trying to turn people in the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? And I know that.
Right.
And it's all because they felt like Black was trying to monopolize all the shows. It wasn't that he didn't want all the business. It's just that the businesses wanted him. They wanted him. And so when they would go to him like, hey man, let me do a gig here. Now we got a DJ already. They used to hate, you know. And that's just, and see the thing about Black, he was always on time. He always played what the people wanted. Well, other DJs
played what they wanted to hear.
Hey, show gonna be at 11 o'clock. We gonna be from 10 to 2 or whatever. That motherfucker show up at
10:30. They were stuck in traffic. I'm gonna go early and set mine up, so if something happened and I'm late, my stuff already set up, and I'd already called somebody to hit play, and I already got a mix in there for about an hour and a half just in case I don't get there. I was always prepared. But that's and then the same guy that he talking about used to be my backup DJ. He used to beg us to DJ my parties, and then he would DJ while we go dip off for an hour and a half. And then he started DJing. When I went to college, he started DJing around there himself. And that's how he got his name and career going. That's why I told people I got a drop that I'm gonna do, because I might go live this weekend. I don't know. I might go live Saturday. But I'm not your favorite DJ, but your favorite DJ. I'm your favorite DJ's favorite DJ. I done taught him how to DJ, and if he be honest, he didn't study, because like Kurt said, when nobody doing this DJ shit down there, the radio stations had died out like 20 years, and then I just came from college and started doing it. I was like, ain't nobody doing nothing. The town dead. This is what I always wanted to do. So I just started DJing in the park. People start coming around. Hey, I got a party. So once I did about 4 or 5 parties, I started renting buildings and started doing the parties myself. And then when I got 750, then 1,000 people coming, paying $10 and $15 a head, I just ran with that shit for like 10 years straight. Could nobody do nothing? You know what I'm saying? And so I made my first 100,000.
You would bring a lot of young rappers in. You bring a lot of talent in too.
I brought Boosie and Webby before they blew up.
But the big fight this weekend too. You talking about? The fight this weekend.
Young Nation. You ever heard of Young Nation?
Yeah.
Anthony, you ever heard of Young Nation from Dallas?
I've heard of Young Nation.
They know DJ Black. I brought them down. Like I say, Mr. Hit That Hole, the Ricky Bobby dude, I can't think of his name. All of them know me. All of them. So Bebe, I got video of Bebe talking about me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm known, But
Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez fight this weekend.
Okay. Well, yeah, I might go live Saturday night. I might. Let me see. One more I wanted to show y'all before we get out of here. This cancel culture. And like I said, it started off as a good thing. It really did. I just didn't agree with. I don't like the Me Too movement. That's what fucked me up.
Pause. What's wrong with the Me Too movement?
It sucks. It's full of shit. And that's the
Lord
worst.
have mercy.
That's the worst movement
Keep
ever.
your hands off them goddamn women.
It ain't so much as that. What about? I'm saying. Let's just
I
say I
don't like
mess
when
with
it was
you. Let's just say I
weaponized
mess
against
with you.
men who were otherwise innocent.
Say I put my hands on you, and then they see you getting compensated. And then any woman I ever been affiliated with that I don't talk to in the last 30 years, and now all of them want to come out, oh, he did me too. Oh, he did me too. That's
Yeah, I
bullshit.
want some money too.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You know, for the ones who deserved it, yeah. But all of the woodworks,
But see, she
that's the
got
worst
paid. We
movement
want
ever.
all. They want to all get paid. One get paid. All get paid.
Dang, and that's bullshit.
It
And
is bullshit.
I was
It
so
is
glad who
bullshit,
just
but
beat
at the
that.
same time, if you're a rich person with power, folks don't have common sense, don't use their full common sense when they get rich. And like Kurt just gave that example, the laws for the rich and do this for the poor. The example he gave twice, he repeated twice. I feel like when you got money, you have to move and act in a certain type of caliber, and people don't. When you got money, you feel like you have all this power. Yeah, some women who probably never was touched done slid through the cracks, but you done did it to 5 that ain't even spoke up yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna stand in her
But
place.
guess what?
You done did it to 6 or 7 women that's still afraid to speak up.
So you saying
Whatever. Y'all
that's
can say afraid.
you saying that's just karma, huh?
I'm not saying
Yeah,
it's common. I'm
them
not saying it's
them
common, but
hoes
at the
do what they
same
No,
was
I'm
time,
saying
doing.
if I'm
karma.
yeah, absolutely. If I'm a
Did them
rich
hoes
person
not know
and
what they was doing?
I have money don't get me wrong.
You
That's
just
when
saying the
common sense.
behavior just caught up with you.
That's when common sense come into play. You got that money, and instead of you getting NDAs and going through shit a right way and smooth way, you abusing your
No.
money.
No,
And
no,
you're
no.
Saying R.
abusing women
Kelly
and you're
should
taking
stop
advantage
pissing
of
on them
women.
girls.
So
All right. Anthony.
yeah.
A lot of this happened before the money. Before the big money. That's why they going back 30 years. And you think that's fair? For somebody to go back 30 years and say, oh yeah, he touched me 30 years ago, blah, blah. Oh yeah, he could have done that because she was afraid to come out at that time because she was afraid. That's bullshit.
But
When
that
you
is
was
the thing.
afraid, then you fucked up and missed your
Some people
opportunity.
do not speak up until other folks have spoken up. You
But I
raped me
thought it was
30
a
years.
statute of
You raped me
limitations.
30 years
It's
ago.
not on rape.
No, the
Oh,
statute of limitations never is on rape and parking ticket. I mean, and traffic tickets.
Okay.
Traffic tickets and rape. If you raped me 30 years ago and you got away with it, and now the spotlight is on you, nigga, I am gonna speak up because guess what? It may just be my time to shine. I
Well,
may be now,
on
and
that
guess what?
note,
It's gonna come with a
on
bag
that
too.
God
note,
did it.
It's
It's a
gonna come with a
blessing.
bag. It's
Get
on that
it's gonna
paid.
note,
come with a bag too. Cause guess back then I probably wouldn't have got justice. I would have been scrutinized. I would have just been embarrassed. Today
And
my
now I'm gonna
story is
get a
being
bag.
heard. Hello, cause you still
I just
raped me
don't
no matter what. You
I
still
just
touched
don't
me
think it's fair
inappropriately.
because you don't have DNA and that motherfucker could be lying. I understand y'all love women and y'all gonna stand behind women, but sometimes people as a
Now
whole is just
she
fucked up.
lying, she wrong.
And I
Yeah,
call
that's
a
just what
spade
that
a
is. If
spade.
you lying, you wrong. I'm talking
I
about the
call a
actual
spade a spade.
victims.
So
Yeah,
If
I
you
you
think
don't
lying,
if
you
play
y'all
about
wrong.
some
DNA,
things you just don't. Some bags ain't worth get going. I ain't finna say somebody raped me and they ain't get raped. Cause I feel like
and
that's
if you
something you don't
real
play with.
about it, AJ, and you sound like a real motherfucker to me, I might be wrong. If somebody did something to AJ today, they gonna hear about it today or tomorrow. It ain't gonna be no 30
Mine,
years later.
less than
You gonna
24 hours
you gonna at least
turnaround.
have your complaint in there. So if more people came out, they can at least say, well, she did come up here and say something.
Yeah,
Instead of you just being a random. Because I started sending my girl up there and say P. Diddy touched up.
mine. Look, if I could have proved back in the day that I was in the vicinity of R. Kelly, I would have been.
Shit. So that's bullshit.
Who didn't want to go to
Because
R. Kelly house?
that's
Okay.
bullshit.
Oh my God.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit. I'd laugh
It's
with
it's
y'all. It's a good
wrong. It's
laugh. Get a
wrong,
good
but
laugh.
it's wrong. But so
I
is a
like
lot of.
women because women gonna forever stand up for women, regardless of if they right or wrong. They gonna say if she wrong,
I
she
ain't gonna
wrong.
lie with you, wrong.
If she wrong, she wrong. But at the same note, they gonna
I'm not
be
gonna side
more
with you if you
70%
wrong.
leaning toward her because she's a woman, and they gonna always sympathize.
I'm
Whereas
not gonna side with you when
a
you
man,
wrong, but
we
as a
hold each other
man,
accountable
I doubt that. I'm
for
not
their
gonna hold
actions.
you. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna hold you. Y'all stand up for each other too.
No,
We don't realize this on the podcast. Me and AJ be fighting
no,
for our life.
no.
It's a
Kirk, and
survival of the
he said
fittest
this here
over here,
before.
boy.
Me
Kirk
and
has
AJ
said
be
this
back
before.
against the
He gonna
wall,
say, "Black,
scratching for
you
our
know,
life. Y'all, the
I'm
men gonna
down
stick
with
up for the
whatever
men
you
every
do,
time.
but when you wrong, I'm gonna call it out." Same way
It's
with Austin.
survival
When
of the
you wrong,
fittest
I'm
on
gonna
this
call it out.
podcast.
Thank
No,
you.
you done heard me tell Black that. Dude,
No, Kirk, you don't count. Kirk definitely is very neutral party. Kirk definitely stick up for both
It's
parties.
that Austin and that George and that Black.
No, it ain't like that. We call each other out and hold each other accountable
Y'all
because
must do it on three-way on the
that's what
phone.
real men do.
Y'all must do it on the phone because I don't do it
We
on the
disagree.
podcast.
We disagree on here. Go back and play some of Austin and then got mad
Now
and
when
then
it comes
switched
down
the
to
subject.
hating women, y'all don't disagree on.
Yeah, when it's y'all against women, we ain't talking about
It
men
ain't.
against men. When it's men
It's
against
called
women, y'all
calling
gonna
a
stick as a
spade,
united front.
ladies. It's not that we're against women.
I
If
know
a
what a
lady
spade is.
behaving like a slut and we call her a slut, just like if a person
But you a
walking
slut
around in a
too,
police
so
uniform
why would you
and you
be
asking for
calling
help,
somebody? Why would you be a pot calling the kettle black? You a slut too.
That's what we be saying exactly, and that's what AJ and I be saying. Y'all
right?
want
But
to
we're
call
not
women
out there.
sluts, but y'all are
But
sluts
we're
too.
not
That's
out
the
there
thing.
acting like sluts and dressing like
Yes,
sluts
y'all are.
and
It ain't no
behaving like
dressing.
sluts.
Y'all acted. Dressing is a different thing. Men and women don't dress the same. There's no way for
But,
y'all to
but
dress
we're not
slutty
out
or
there behaving
seductively.
like sluts.
Yes, y'all is.
No.
What?
Huh?
Okay.
We know our work.
Oh wow. Okay, that's where the
Oh yeah.
sarcasm come in. That's where the
Yeah,
sarcasm
we
come
know
in.
our
Yeah.
work. Everybody ain't
Clearly.
everybody just can't get this.
Y'all are ran through whores. I don't know why
Oh
y'all
no.
capping.
Oh no. Never that.
Body count.
Never
High
that.
as hell.
What also say he stopped counting.
Never
Yeah,
that.
like be for real. And y'all hold the women to the fire. But back to what we were saying before this, when it comes to because I'm sure we talking about Weinstein and all them other type of folks. If you put yourself in a predicament where you were raping women, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care if the lying women are popping up. You are a rapist. You are raping women. I want you to get
If
to
she
the
can
fullest
prove she was
extent.
in your vicinity,
It's not even
that'll
that.
get
I'm
her
not gonna
piece.
lie. It's not even
But my
that.
thing
Even the
is this,
even the
y'all.
ones that are lying. I want you to catch every repercussion
Let
you
me
can because you are a
let me ask you
rapist.
this here though,
Period.
y'all.
I don't
Let
care
me
if a
ask you
woman
this.
is
I don't
lying.
want them to lie because I want them to really go for raping.
Let me ask y'all
Don't
ladies
lie
this.
on them.
No.
On the
I'm
cool.
not talking about. And what I mean by that, AJ, I don't mean like this is your first case. You had an incident with a woman that was blurred line situation, and all the liars are popping up. Weinstein has raped several
Right.
women.
Right.
So if some
he got
liars
what he
slip in the crack,
deserved.
thank
Weinstein
you.
got what he deserved.
If some liars slip in the crack of that, I don't mind it. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not
Weinstein,
gonna
I'm
mind
gonna
it.
tell you something though. Let me say
I'm
this.
not talking about a
Weinstein
woman
got
who
what
blaming a rapper because he got a little money. I can get a little change. You wrong for that, like the situation with Tupac. You wrong for that. But Weinstein raping women after women after women after women. If a
say
couple
this.
of them slip in there, good for you.
Weinstein got what he deserved because he was warned by his own brother. Like, bro, you got to stop what you're doing, man.
This nigga had a rape island.
His own brother told him. So, like, bro, you got to stop doing that shit, bro.
This man had an island where he was taking women to rape.
Mm.
So if a few women that come in there that's
like I
lying,
say,
I don't blame them.
my thing
I'm
is
not
this:
gonna hold
if
you.
they have proof and evidence, I have no problem with it. But the Bill Cosby thing,
If she can prove she been on the island, she was on the boat, she got to the island.
the Bill
She
Cosby
had that's
thing,
her
I
Period.
think was
evidence.
And she
bullshit.
That's
could have
all
been
the
on. And
evidence
she
she
could have been on
needs.
there just eating fruit. Don't give a damn. You was there.
I feel you, but the Bill Cosby thing, I feel like was bullshit.
That's a sad case for me though.
Yeah.
That's a sad case for
That
me.
ugly ass man looking woman
But I will say this about Bill. Bill admitted that he was using date rape drugs.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
women was
And
also saying
when they
those were the
interviewed him,
party drugs back then.
when they
that was the party
interviewed him,
drugs back then, Kirk.
They was taking
When
that's what I'm
Nard,
Quaaludes
saying.
and
They
when
was
Nard and I
taking
used to
it.
throw parties,
When
we had Spanish fly at our shit.
when they
What is
interviewed him,
Spanish fly?
they
Yeah,
weren't
that's
supposed
what
to
they
use that
had. Bill
evidence
Cosby
against him.
had.
They
What
was not
is that?
supposed to use that
That's date
evidence
raping
against
Spanish
him.
fly?
It
No,
ain't
it's
date rape.
psycho.
It's an aphrodisiac. It'll get you in the mood. It makes
Oh,
you
gotcha.
titties hard. It's an
Oh, okay.
aphrodisiac. Visine do the same shit.
Visine, the contact shit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
put
they
it
put
in,
it in
put it
your
in a
drink.
Coke,
I
drink
thought
it,
that shit'd
and see
kill
how you come
you.
on to your man. Put it in
No,
some
I
Kool-Aid.
thought Visine.
Nah,
Y'all
we
better.
ain't, baby. If I gotta do all that, I don't need that man.
I thought
Put it
Visine
Can't
in
would
the
kill
satisfy
Kool-Aid.
him.
you.
See how
I can't satisfy him if I gotta go Visine myself.
I
put the
thought
two
Visine
squirts.
would kill you. We need to
Get
be
you
clear for the
an
audience.
8 to 16 ounce cup of
We're
whatever
not gonna
beverage you
tell
want to
people
drink.
how to
Put you two
drug
squirts,
people.
two
Cause
squirts
I
of
thought
Visine in
Visine,
there
I think
and see what it
Visine will.
do.
Y'all don't listen. I think Visine will kill you. I looked that up. Visine will kill you.
No, it
You ain't
That's
won't.
gonna
why
be
people
drinking no
walk around.
Visine.
When you hear people
It
say, "Oh, they put something in their drink," they got
it'll
a
get you
Mickey
killed.
slipped on them. That's that Visine.
Hey, Kirk,
That's
it'll kill you, all
crazy.
right? It'll get you killed. Yeah,
That's insane.
Get your back
yeah,
broke.
hell yeah.
I
But
don't know. I don't want to test that theory.
Hell no.
but yeah, and people
But
knew
the Bill Cosby thing is very
what parties
taboo to
they were
me
going to.
because they were partying.
Yeah, they knew what
They
they
were
were doing.
literally partying.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
And then
So
it was
that's
a
why
certain
I didn't agree with that.
you wanted to be in those parties. You want to be in
Yeah,
those places. You want to be around
Yes.
those celebrities.
and you know what?
Drugs were pure,
When the shit hit
not
the
stepped
fan,
on.
when the shit hit the fan, there was certain females that said, when we be talking about it now, it's certain females that say, yeah, my mama wouldn't let me come to them parties. Or yeah, I sure wanted to come, but we couldn't come to them parties because they knew what was going on. It was like, and we would let them know, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It wasn't no party like a DHP party.
Yeah, I was doing
And
orgies.
people paid top dollar to get in these things, and they would leave with somebody. That's what the party was for. You know,
orgy.
so when that Bill Cosby thing came out, I was like, that's bullshit. Because they knew what they was getting in when they went in the party. You know. So I don't know. So I left that one alone. I was glad when they let him out. And I'm still saying free R. Kelly. And I'm gonna play his music. And I can't
love R.
wait.
Kelly's
I'm in my
music.
70s and
You
80s
can't
right
Okay,
now.
deny
now.
his talent.
Okay. We can't deny the talent, but I'm gonna be for real with you. When it comes to R. Kelly, I do not feel the same way I do about it, the way I feel about Bill Cosby. R. Kelly should have went to jail when that tape of him and a 14-year-old got out. He should have went to jail right
Okay, my thing is this
then.
here. I agree.
Black people had his back,
But
was out there protesting for him to be free. This man is urinating on a child. That is
okay,
that is pedophilia. That is
right.
pedophilia. That is abuse. He should have went
That
to
is.
jail then.
Okay.
There's
Now,
no
on that
buts.
note,
When it's no
I
buts when
agree.
it comes to sick shit like that. That's sick.
I agree.
Fooling with children is sick.
But when you look at it, when they doing these arranged marriages, the foreign countries and all
I
that, they
can't
sell
comment
those
on that
women,
because
or
I
they
don't
give
live in a
those
country
women,
where that's.
We
I cannot
just saw
comment on
R.
that
Kelly
because I
date
don't live.
Aaliyah. See, we
and
saw R. Kelly date Aaliyah. We saw it on the
right.
video
And
on
And
guess
the
what?
TV.
see,
Her
that's what's so sick with the
mama,
coming
hey,
this. That's
I
what is so
talked to a
sick
lady
about this
that I
R.
know
Kelly
from my
shit, bro.
hometown.
Because y'all are willing to even bring up foreign countries and foreign marriages when it comes to shit like that. What is your true beliefs? Would you
My
let
true
your
belief is
13-year-old,
this.
14-year-old daughter get peed on by R. Kelly and sleep with R. Kelly and have sex with R. Kelly? Yes or no?
My truth is this.
Fuck no.
Thank
My
you.
truth is this.
Jail. That's all he should
I
have
wouldn't
had.
even I wouldn't have left her around no grown man
And guess
to
what?
even if
Guess
she
what
was
all of us
singing,
saying?
like she was singing.
Guess what all of us saying? We wouldn't. But if her parents decided to sell that nigga, to sell that woman, or get that girl to that man. Just like I talked to a lady from my hometown. She said, I didn't know she had been married twice. She said, oh, you didn't know? I said, no, ma'am. The only one I ever known you to be married to was blah, blah. She said, no, I got pregnant at, I think she said 13, 14 years old. And she said, my parents made me marry him. His parents did not like her, but he married her when she was 15 or something like that years old because he got her pregnant. And this is in the hometown that Kurt know and Austin know. And this lady told me this about around February, and I never knew that. But she said back in the day that parent would sign papers to allow a man to marry their daughter.
Or back in the
And it's still going
days,
on today.
as soon as she got
And
a
I didn't
period,
know that though. I
back in
just
them
figured it's in the
cowboy
blogs, that's some celebrity shit. But when this woman sat there, she wasn't drunk either. She was just talking to me
My
because we
grandmama
vibed
was
like
in
that.
a forced marriage like that.
back in them cowboy days, as soon as she
My
got
grandma.
a period, as soon as she got a period, she was of marrying age.
And see, I didn't, like I say, when I heard that lady say that, and she was like, I was like 15, and she was married to a 19 or something like that year-old man, 20-year-old guy because he got her pregnant. That freaked me out. But I know a lady right now, and her daughter watches the podcast, but I did not know that. And she was like, yeah, he was older than me. We got married. My mom and them say, well, since he got you married, he's gonna take care of you. She said they signed them papers over, and she married him.
Yeah, gave her to him.
Man,
And
that's
see,
crazy.
if you
And
want to
that's
talk
what
about
happened with the
foreign
Aaliyah
countries,
thing.
when you come to get a man's daughter, you supposed to bring a dowry for that girl. You know, that's what the foreign country. We can't mix cultures when we want to mix parts of this and
Well,
parts of
hey,
that.
this is it. I'm
AJ
talking
hit
about
up
though,
real.
AJ. I get what you. I get, and that's one thing. Another thing about a woman, when they program to say something, they gonna say it whether you cleared it up or not. When I brought it over to Soil and talked about the lady from the hometown, that eliminated that right there because she was 15 and married a 20-year-old because she was pregnant. And even you said your grandmama was in that. So that erased
I
the
know
foreign
that
soil
happened.
right there.
You won't
But
let me
even
finish saying what I was saying though.
Okay, go ahead.
she
You
was
said we
definitely
can't
eating.
use foreign soil when we want to.
We
I
can't
brought it to
use this
American
and
soil,
piece of
and you still
and
had
I
We
something to say.
can't.
and
Cancel
then
culture.
I agree.
you gonna let
Cancel
me do
culture.
the same thing, ain't it? You gonna
Say
let me
what?
do the same thing, ain't it?
Finish your point, AJ, because you were definitely
Finish
eating
your
right
point,
Shit,
there.
I
AJ,
done
because you
forgot
were
my
saying
point
something.
now.
You were saying they gotta get a
I
diary.
done
They
fight
gotta
all
get
my
a
life.
diary.
Fight every night to prove my love. Every Wednesday.
No, what kind of dowry? I ain't never heard no damn dowry.
I have, but I know exactly what she's talking about. Go ahead,
What is a
AJ.
dowry?
You have to give money, animals, things to the
No, we
father
talking
for that
about black
girl.
community in the 60s and 70s.
No,
Okay, I'm
no.
talking
When
about
you
that's
first
what
start,
We
happened
ain't
when you
talking
first.
about biblical
see,
I'm
that's the
dowry
talking
where
thing.
they
about
You
was
don't let you're not
sacrificing
letting her
lambs.
talk. You're not letting us
you not
talk.
letting me
That's the
talk.
thing. She
Go
was
ahead.
going off what you said at first when we started bringing up R. Kelly, and you start talking about how foreign countries they'll marry you off to a man. AJ is talking about how when you had to marry your daughter off, that's because that man was coming to pay off your family. That baby was getting
Right.
married to pay off debt. Also clear out get them out of poverty. She was getting
Hmm.
married to a man with wealth.
Right.
They
R. Kelly
do
had wealth.
dowries to this day in those foreign lands,
They
okay, in
sure
foreign
do.
countries. They do them to this day. You have to give that family of that girl something for that girl.
And you don't think R. Kelly was taking care of that girl, Aaliyah's parents?
That's what I was. You brought it home for me. Thank you, Black. Thank you, Black, because I did fucking forget trying to fight with you, trying to prove it to say it.
Right.
Yeah, you
Thank you
were
for
stopping
bringing
her
it
from
back
making
home.
her point.
Yes, you just
Right.
made my point.
Okay. So but if they signed her over, technically, y'all, that's legal from what I understand.
It is.
What he did with that 14-year-old girl on the video was not legal.
And that woman gave him to her too, because she didn't defend it in court. So we can say what we want.
And if you go back to that
and
story, if you go back to that surviving R. Kelly, they said that her family, the family was employees of R. Kelly. They brought that's their niece, and they brought
right.
and then the lady that who was her auntie who was
Pebbles or
working there
something.
also tried to tell them, hey, look, something's up, and they didn't want to hear it.
Right.
And then when she
So,
went home,
so who wrong?
she wanted, when they let her go home, she wanted
R.
to go
Kelly is still wrong, DJ Black. Talking about
All
who's
right.
wrong. R. Kelly.
All right. But the lady I just
Shit.
told y'all, her folks signed her over to this guy in my hometown that's 15 years old. I don't see the difference in that and the Aaliyah situation. If the
He's
parent
wrong.
gave
He's
consent,
still wrong. I'm
I
not
feel yeah, he's wrong. He's so wrong. But on the same note,
ain't no finger quotes. That nigga is wrong for being 20-some years old, lusting and having sex with a 15-year-old.
listen, this is what I'm saying. I agree with you morally, but if that parent signed their daughter over to whoever, it is what it fucking is. No matter what we looking at morally.
I won't say it is what it. Well, he talking about the lady in his hometown. If you got my daughter pregnant, and back then, if I'm able to go ahead and legally bind you to my daughter, then that's probably what. And cause guess what? Y'all called yourself being in a relationship. You called yourself being grown enough to have sex. Guess what? You finna get in holy matrimony and you finna be together and raise this child.
I mean, I feel you on that, 'cause I can see my dad saying shit like that.
Are grown enough to know the difference between a child and an adult, and instead you slept with my 15-year-old daughter. So guess what? Y'all finna go to the court and get married, or bitch, you finna go to jail and pick your poison.
And that might have
Pick
been
your
what it was
poison.
said. I don't know.
Pick your poison.
He just
You
said that the
lay
mama
with this
signed the
kid.
paper and
You
she
lay with
married.
this kid who probably just got her period. You lay with this kid who just started getting pimples. You lay with this kid who's in the 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
You 20,
And all that is
21,
wrong.
old
Don't
enough to
get me,
drink.
like I say, morally,
When I was in high school, maybe the high schools was full of grown niggas after school.
yeah,
I was up there.
Hey, and that's another point that I had. Everybody want to say, oh, 17 years old. But hey, we knew 17 years old Austin and I was trying to talk to that wouldn't talk to us because they was going with a 20-year-old that worked at the mill.
And this goes back to council culture, in my opinion. Everything comes back around full circle. Shit that you let go on back in the day, shit that we let go on back in the day, you're not about to get away with it now. That's why they on Drea ass. Even though these are grown adults, I feel like when it comes to grown adults, like older women date younger men, older men date younger women. It is what it is. But when it comes to a certain thing, they're pointing it out. You are a 40-something-year-old woman. Yes, your eggs are still intact, and I love that for you, sister. You ain't went through no menopause. You ain't lost your fertilization. You still, in your right mind, or whatever the case may be. You got a 20-year-old straight out of college and done had his baby, and the public is scrutinizing you for it. Yes, y'all both are grown, but the council culture is looking at it like, but you're 40-something. His kid and your
But
kid.
it had George Clooney did the same thing. He was 20 years older than a woman and married her and put babies in her.
Marvin Gaye did the same thing.
No. I'm not against it when you're grown. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not against it.
I'm against it when it's a child.
Yeah, I'm not against it when you're grown. I'm not against it when
you
you're
force
grown at
children
all.
into grown up the situations.
That's the
and yeah, they
thing.
might have made a mistake trying to be grown, but I don't think they need to be put down.
Yeah, I'm not
like
against you when you're grown. That's the thing.
Just
with the
because you touch the stove don't mean you're supposed to be made to keep your hand on it. Because you can touch the stove and know that it's hot.
That. Don't get me wrong. I agree with everything you guys saying, but the only thing
y'all will stand in the fire for R. Kelly. That's the thing when it comes to council culture today and yesterday. Now, not you, AJ. I'm just saying some of these men's. Y'all will stand in the fire for R. Kelly.
So much that. No.
The council culture today not standing for none of that shit. That's why that nigga's in motherfucking jail.
It's like this.
Doing talent shows on Tuesdays.
What he did, but we look at the men are more logical creatures.
How?
So we look at what he did was
Paul,
But I don't
wrong.
think just
logical
R.
creatures
Kelly
in
should
what
be in
way?
jail for it. I don't think just R. Kelly should be in jail for it.
Right. There you go. You see what I'm saying?
No,
That's
Black.
what
No,
I'm getting at.
no,
Thank you,
Black.
AJ.
You just said
That,
the men are most logical creatures. You can't hop off the piggyback of AJ because
no,
AJ is
yes,
talking
I
about a
can.
totally different
Because that's
situation.
the logical thought that she had. That it's more. That's logical thinking that the parents should be in jail. Everybody who knew about it that didn't say shit should be in jail. That's what they call it, affiliation with it. That they conspiracy.
Just like
AJ, was
these
that what she's
kids,
saying? Was
just
that what you
like
were saying?
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what she's saying. Yeah, that's what she's saying. You thought she was saying something different?
No.
Oh,
I'm thinking AJ is saying not only R. Kelly, like white men, black men, whoever. I think I thought
she's
she was
talking
saying
about
all
people
men.
dealing with. She's talking about
Talk
people
about
with the
with
R.
the R.
Kelly
Kelly
case.
situation.
Right. That more people need to be held accountable besides him. The parents gave that child permission to sleep with R. Kelly so he could pay bills.
There's a story going
Yeah.
Oh
around
yeah,
now
no.
about the
I get
stepdaddy getting the
that.
girl pregnant, right? And the mama and the stepdaddy going to jail. And they now arresting the grandmama because she stayed next door and she knew,
Yeah.
you see. And so that's what I'm
I'm here for
saying.
all
More
that.
than R. Kelly should have just went to jail for what R. Kelly did.
Oh yeah, I
Right.
agree.
There you go, AJ. I like AJ. She was on it. But
No,
when
don't
you
like
stay
me now,
woke,
nigga. No, nigga.
no, when you stay woke, you good. But when you sleep as hell,
Hey,
you ain't
I
worth
ain't
a thing.
studying. I ain't studying. You know,
She
we
hell when
go
she well
look,
and she
we go
ain't shit
back.
when she sick.
I just met you, Black, but we go back like 4 flats on a Cadillac, baby.
Hey, she hell when she well and she ain't shit when she sick.
Man, you call it
But
what
that's
you
my
want.
girl.
Yeah.
I like AJ because AJ, hey, but on the cool AJ, you already know you be messing my head up because I be thinking you going one way and you will flip around and go another way. I ain't figured you out yet. You know, I've been
Oh
trying.
man.
But you fucked me up. But yeah,
Oh man.
but like she said, Anthony, it's more to it than what we seeing. And then when I found out, and see, I didn't even know AJ knew nothing about that because that was my first time really hearing about a 15-year-old mama signing papers over to marry a 20-year-old man. I didn't, man, when that lady told me that, I was devastated for about 2 months. I'm talking about devastated meaning in the middle of my day, I'm doing whatever. Then I'll say, dang, he was 15 years old and married to another man. Then I'll do my day, another week will go by, and I go, damn, he was
Can I
married.
ask what devastated you about it?
The fact that she was 15 years old and married. That's what fucked me up.
That's what devastated you?
Yeah, because the fact that her parents signed her over to get married. Because I would never do no shit like that. And it may not touch you because we different. But I just know as a
No.
father,
I'm not saying that. I just want to hear your
as
point of
a
view of why it
father,
devastated
I
you.
would never sign my daughter. If a nigga get her pregnant, I'm gonna
You
chastise her
already
and be
said
on
she
her
on
ass,
her
but I ain't
own.
gonna make her marry that strong
No. You
motherfucker.
said she better call that nigga.
She
She
that's what I
said she
said.
better
I said
call
she
that
gonna chastise.
nigga.
I said that's what I just said. I said I'm gonna chastise her, and he gonna have to do what he have to do, but I ain't finna force her to marry him.
Nah, I ain't gonna force her
Okay,
to marry.
but DJ Black, what if he's 20? Your daughter is 15.
I ain't finna force her to marry nobody at 20 years
I'm
old.
not saying forcing to marry. What is your plan of action for a 20-year-old sleeping with your 15-year-old?
Oh, he'll probably get shot, but I wouldn't do it. I'm not saying that on here, y'all. I wouldn't do it. But I would pray for something to happen to him. I'll pray for something to happen to him. I wouldn't be mad if something happened.
Due to
But like,
statute of limitations, that nigga will get dealt with.
yeah.
I would hope so.
But I know parents right now that has 13-year-old daughters
That's
that
saying
have
they
them out there.
16, 17.
They having sex with 17, 18-year-old men, and these
And cause
girls
they
12 and
saying they
13 years
16,
old.
17.
But
They
remember,
out
y'all,
there.
the other day we talked about how the young girl in the house got the drug dealer boyfriend. He paying the mama rent and shit like that. That's the same thing as the R. Kelly. She got the drug dealer boyfriend. He paying the rent and make sure the lights staying
Yeah.
on. He
And,
rich. He hood
And you
rich.
don't think the parents should be held accountable?
I do,
No,
because
I think that I thought that from the beginning. We weren't really just talking about the parents in full force. I think the parent parents should be held accountable as well.
Because I had to go and I had to go pick up a girl one time for the parents, and she was 13 years old, sleeping with a 17-year-old guy. And I was like, how could you as a mother or parent allow that to happen?
This girl done ran away from home.
She had ran away.
At your house with your son.
They let her do that. And then she was able to come home just like ain't nothing happened. And I was like, how do you do that? You know? So once I start seeing things firsthand, when I hear about other stuff, it's less. I'm desensitized to it. It's not a big issue. It's not a big deal to me. You know. So that, you know, I'm like, I see that happening now, you know. And so it's not that devastating, just like somebody getting unalived, you know, at the train thing. Had that happened 15, 20, maybe 20 some years ago, oh wow, you know. But today it's like, okay, just another person lost their life, wrong place, wrong time. You know, it doesn't hold the same weight because you see it so much.
Well,
so by the time I've seen that issue, I've seen so much girls getting pregnant at 12 years old and
well, we all
and all that.
Desensitized, man. We saw Susan Smith drown her own kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've seen
and hey, Kirk, go deeper than that. When we were coming up, we would hear and see people in the hometown put their kids in the goddamn oven and burn them up.
Yeah, I mean, you've just seen so much shit.
So much till stuff like that. We don't hold
value. The shock value is just gone.
Yeah, yeah. And so when that came out, and I'm like, she was 14, he was fucking around with. I'm like, okay. What about the 12-year-old that got pregnant by the 20-year-old?
That's right. But I also feel like that's definitely right. Let's go ahead and put a pin there.
It's great, but it was consent.
There's no such thing as a 12-year-old consenting to a 20-year-old. There's no such thing.
I'm saying it wasn't great. When I say that, I'm talking about he didn't take it from her. She gave it, even though she didn't know what she was doing. I mean,
he was still taking innocence. There's no such thing as a 12-year-old who was just 11. There's no such thing as a 12-year-old who was just 11 the other day giving consent to a 20-year-old man. There's no such thing.
It happens though. It happens. I know somebody. I know a couple of people.
It happens, but it's not consent. That's the only thing I want to be making clear to our listeners.
12 years old. I know them. So when I know people like that, I understand what you guys are saying, because morally, they need to go to the electric chair.
It's not even just morally.
Morally, they need to go to the electric chair.
It's not even just morally where I feel like it's wrong. I want to make it clear to our listeners that we would never believe that a 12-year-old is giving consent to a 20-year-old. That's how you get canceled, DJ Black. You try to get out of the cancel culture, ain't you?
No, I want to make it clear to our listeners that regardless of how we feel, the shit is still happening today. I know people right now. I know women right now. I just met somebody 2 weeks ago who mama had her when she was 13 years old, 12, 13. So it's happening. I know females right now.
Our little young boys, you know.
I know females right now. Yeah, and the guy is 17 years old with a job.
And that's the thing, AJ. Also, a lot of the times when I hear men talk about their stories of their deflowering or losing their virginity, it's always in a perverted way. It's always in with an older woman. It's always in a perverted way, and I be saying, you know, you are a victim of perversion, of child molestation and perversion. You are a victim of a pedophile.
And the only thing with that is, no matter how we agree, it's still out there. It's still out there.
But no one should be.
We don't agree with it. None of us agree with it. But my thing is, I'm a realist, and I know shit is out there. Just like I explained that margin of error, but shit happens. I know that it's sickos out there. I know that it's females that's getting pregnant at 11 and 12 years old by high school guys. You know, I know, and that's one reason why we left Louisiana, because the schools were shutting down, the elementary schools, and I got a tall, daughter in 5th grade, and she wasn't finna be over there with them 8th, 9th, 10th graders, because I'm not finna be rocking nothing, and I'm not finna be responsible for her life being ruined, by her being in that environment. So I took the precautions and I left. So I get it, but I know it's out there. You get what I'm saying? So I can sit here and preach till I'm blue in the face, but yet another 12 or 13-year-old finna be pregnant next week.
Let's get back on the topic.
So yeah. So that's all part of the cancel culture. So we can cancel them, you know what I'm saying, for doing that, but that's not gonna stop them from doing that. If that makes sense. We can cancel them for doing that, but it ain't gonna stop them from doing that. So yeah, so that's where we at on that side of it. But cancel culture, my thing with the cancel culture is it started out being a good thing, and now it's like they look for anything to devalue you or your business or your brand. That's the problem I have with it now. It's like anything you say, they're going to dig up something from 20 years ago. And like the girl say, it's not like even Anthony said, the person she was at 15, she not today. So you learn. Some people make mistakes and they learn from it. I was wrong when I called them ninjas. I was wrong when I joked about wetbacks. They cool people. That wetback saved my life. That wetback got me a job. That YT person saved my job. So you may think different. So I don't feel like you should be canceled from something that you said 10, 15, 20 years ago. Or something you did 10 or 15 years ago. It's supposed to have been for you to hold yourself accountable, get help, and get better. But some say, like they say, you apologizing because you losing your money, but that's who you are. Who cares? Because my thing is, I judge the person by their art. How you are in your personal life, I could really give a shit. If like when what's that guy, Kurt, that do the takings? When somebody killed his best friend's daughter, a black man killed his best friend's daughter or his niece or something,
Liam
he
Nelson?
grabbed a bat and he went walking down the street. And his thing was, the first nigga that said something to him, he was gonna kill him. He was at rage.
He made the movies Taken, Liam Neeson?
Nielsen. Somebody killed his a black man killed his niece or one of his best friend's daughters or something like that. So he went walking the streets with a bat, hoping that a black man would say something crazy to him or provoke him so he can kill him. But that's rage. That was rage. And I understand it, but Black America want to cancel the man because of how he felt. Have we not all got upset when something happened close to home and you say, I wish that motherfucker would say something to me? Where he at now? Where she at now? If I see her, let me see her and I'm gonna do this. But yet they wanted to cancel that man. So I get it. But not all actions deserve to be canceled. I understand a lot of stuff. And
I
then
think
my
the
thing too,
cancellation is going too far, and nobody gives nobody enough grace. But I'm all for the correction of it all,
right?
Because when you was a child, you do childish things, but when you older, you depart from them. So if you can be corrected,
but cancel culture ain't about you Cancel
Yeah,
culture now is you
it's
fucked
about
up,
losing
and that's what we're
income.
gonna bury you with. Like they say in Julius Caesar, the good that men do is often interred with their bones. So they look for what you do that's bad, and they put that on you, and it is what it is. You know, that's what cancel culture is now. They don't give you room to rehabilitate or go get therapy, and I'm wrong. You know that it's like you did this, we're not dealing with you no more.
But
But
what irritates me about it is once they do, and then if they say we counseling you, and then they accept these Chat GPT apologies, and then it's, oh y'all back good, we back good with you now, you know, and that's crazy. Because if you could be consulted with a Chat GPT apology, sweetheart, you want that offended in the first
well,
place.
you know what though, AJ, we are in the generation and the culture that we in now. They forget a lot of shit. Just like back in the day, if somebody unalived your cousin, your sister, your brother, they finna get it. Today, somebody unalive a brother, sister, y'all got shoes up under the bed together. They seen your mama cry. They'll be hanging with that joker 3 months later. They hanging with them. The same person they know killed they brother or sister. So it's not the same. This generation that we have now forgive quick because it's all about what I want.
No, the hell they don't. I don't know what generation
Yeah,
you
yes
talking
they
about,
do.
DJ Black. I'm not gonna hold you.
Kurt, you better tell her. You know plenty of people, especially from the hometown, that
Y'all talking about
recently.
today or back in y'all generation? Because today's
I'm talking about today. It's
stuff
watered down
holds on to
today.
you.
In our day, we went out and handled up. Today, y'all don't. Y'all too
Y'all are
good.
saying that people are kicking it with people that killed their brother and their sisters now?
They ain't doing shit about it.
What I'm saying, what
So we
I
can't be
think,
talking about the same counterculture. We can't be talking about the same people.
Just the
Cause
same
they
people.
still on Lil Mama ass for jumping on stage with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. I know goddamn well they not letting folks that killed their brother and sister slide.
Yep.
well, one thing I will say this is they quick to forget,
Yeah. They quick to forget
and accept a lot of shit that
that we didn't.
we didn't.
Yeah.
They could wrong you, and then really they just chalk it up like, well, it's all right. He didn't really mean it, or they just going through some shit. I
Yeah.
see a
They
And
lot
I
of
most
definitely
things.
feel like older generations definitely handle it on site. It's not a when I see you situation.
Right.
I see a lot of that
Y'all
shit
say when I see you,
accepting,
it's on site. When I see you.
It was definitely
But
and a
handled
lot of
back
it
right
in the
is
when the
day,
disrespect was
not.
given. Disrespect was given, you were handled at that
if
exact moment.
if
Yeah,
something
because
happened to Kurt,
this generation is non-confrontational. They rather just suck some shit in and deal with it and not say nothing.
right?
They do a lot of that
If
shit.
Kurt,
I see
I could
that
be
shit
laying in my
all the
bed
time.
chilling. If Kurt called me and said, "Hey, Black, these people riding by my house, they just shot 2 of my windows out," I'm over there. When we finna ride all night. Somebody, the fact that I got up and came to his house, somebody finna get shot.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be like,
Know
but
that.
man, as long as you good, man, we see him tomorrow. It wasn't no tomorrow. That nigga took it up on himself to call me.
Yeah, we was kind of fucked up back then.
Yeah, I got it. We finna go do this, bro. We not gonna we sitting outside that dude's house. I'm in the backyard with sweat coming down. I'm laying on the ground in the backyard. I'm hearing my heartbeat through my ears. Well, I'm waiting on this cat. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that no more. They quick to forget and forgive. Just like I don't understand how they in these gangs and then
That's low. It is low key cap because that's the thing we talk about with the young. We
Except
call
for
them
those
YNs of this
who
generation. Folks getting Swiss cheese, getting shot down to the ground. Folks are getting murdered by the second today
Yeah,
at the hands
no,
of young
but it's
niggas.
over bullshit. Let something really, really happen, and they barely doing anything. They shoot them to the ground for stepping on their shoes. They shoot them to the ground for disrespecting them on social media. But let them do something to a family member, and anything barely gets done. Google some of that Rondo, whatever his name, out of Baton Rouge. And all the people that Young Boy supposed to have had this and that done, and Young Boy doing concerts now, and ain't nobody done shit to him. So I feel what you saying, but on the same note, listen to what I'm saying too, because it ain't what it used to be. We ain't saying everybody. Is always an exception to the rule, but majority they not doing what they supposed to be doing. And then and them rappers rapping about, yeah, I did this and that, I did this and that, and they still not doing that. I don't get it. I don't get it. So they're not the same. So this generation
trying to let
is
the court handle it.
they flickle flapple. So the cancel generation, they like this. It depends on who it is, what it is, and what they're doing. So I just feel like, but I also, because they're like that, if you coming with a good product and you still doing what you're doing, you still gonna be good. Look at Will Smith. They backcasting him and everything, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter. It don't matter. So that's how I feel. The cancel generation, a lot of times, there's a lot of jealous motherfuckers that wish they was in your position. They ain't got shit, and they don't want you to have shit. So if they can go up under your post and make you look bad, that's what they gonna do. And the only thing about it, nobody's gonna speak up for you because they're gonna sway with everything. But the ones who don't speak up, is still some that don't say nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? And they just let it ride out. But if your product or whatever you're doing is still good, you'll survive. That just was a little 2-3 month thing, and then you know, maybe 6 months at the most, and then you come back out, you know, boom. You know, so it's just temporary. It's not no permanent stain, because everybody know that now it's mostly Gen X, and it's a hating thing.
Cancel culture is Gen Z culture, right?
Yes.
Can you actually get canceled as a millennial? Nora's a millennial.
No.
Can you actually get canceled?
No.
Why?
Look at the presidents that we've had. If they can do all of the things that they do and still like be fit to run a country, you can't get canceled. That's I think a way to shame a person, but it's not like a real thing where you're never to be heard or seen from again. If you do, that's, you know, you chose to do that, but I don't think anyone has the power to like fully cancel.
Stand on business, Nora. Don't let nobody ever cancel.
Like nobody has that.
And that's what I mean. It's more of a
That's why I feel like
Gen Z,
Boosie is
more of a
above
Gen
it.
Z thing.
When it
Say
comes to
what?
counseling and when it comes to being counseled, that's why I feel like Boosie is definitely the prime example. Even Just Hilarious. I don't know if y'all know who Just Hilarious is. He's a comedian. When it
Yeah,
comes
we
to
know.
being canceled, you have to rise above that shit. When you let it consume you and you start to be bullied by it and you start to let the shit get you down, this and this and that. Of course, losing a bag, like we were making an example of Ari and the old girl, losing a bag fucking sucks. But when it comes to, I ain't really got shit to lose. Some of the fans gonna be here, some of the fans gonna stay. I'm gonna lose some following, I'm gonna gain some following. When you look at it like that, when you are above the council culture and the shit do not bother you, it will roll right off. I've seen it happen with a lot of celebrities.
Well, you just
Yeah.
gotta be clever,
And some
man.
people are aiming to please these internet trolls, please these people, please these fans. That's when you bleed out and you really letting them control your life. When it in the back of your mind, y'all don't really mean shit to me. I don't
Right.
know y'all. Y'all
Always-
don't know
they
me,
always
and
got
it
canceled
oozes
for a
out of you
minute.
like that. You really will be on top of the council culture. It's a
But
mind
they
thing.
tried to cancel Gary Owens, man. You know, he was married to a black woman, and you know he cheated. This and all that. Relationship didn't work out. He moved on, you know, but he just kept putting his craft out there. Just keep working. He just keep working. Now he back. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a good product, you put the work in. Like
Yeah.
you said, can rise above that shit. But you got, just like Cat Williams. Cat Williams go around talking about everybody. It's to the point where it's just noise to me. It don't matter to me whether it's facts or not. You just get tired of hearing this shit. Like to me, that's his whole. That become his whole. Like I don't remember him for how great a comedian he is. All I think about when I think about Cat now is him just going around talking about people. And he talented as fuck. He ain't got to do that. He could just
His shows are still gonna sell out.
Huh?
His show, and that's the thing with when it comes to Cat Williams like that. That's the example I was making. Also, his shows are still going to sell out.
Exactly. So, but he ain't got to do that, and it's just to me, it doesn't help him. It doesn't help his image. It's just I don't know what the fuck he doing sometimes. Like the shit he talk about when he go to talking about other people, it don't even matter to me. Like I don't care if who fucking who and who done said what and I don't care about that kind of shit. Just tell jokes. Just stay funny, So it's just like Shannon Sharp shouldn't have been kicked off of ESPN for who he fucking. You know what I'm saying? Now
it's like they so sensitive that they into people's business. Like you can't just fuck up. Just like like with Drake, he bought a Death Row chain and it ain't Tupac's chain. Everybody, oh boy, it don't matter. It's like the newer generation be caring about shit that you ain't got no business caring about. We don't give a fuck about that nigga buying a chain. We don't give
because what the fuck y'all really know about Death Row? Let's be for real.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't
y'all
care
do the
about
history of Death Row. Y'all will be quiet.
We don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's what I'm saying. That's where we at, man.
The new culture care about shit that they shouldn't care about. We didn't care about nothing. Y'all care about shit that don't matter. So what?
But there's what you call a ooh-wee audience.
A what?
A ooh-wee audience. And the ooh-wee audience is ooh.
I haven't heard much about that Drake situation. What's going on with the Death Row chain thing? I haven't heard none of that.
He went to a jeweler and bought a chain that was Death Row that was supposed to be Tupac's chain, and then what his name? Suge Knight said that wasn't a Tupac chain, and everybody trolling. Oh, he bought a fake chain. He bought a fake chain. It's like the trolls.
See, my thing is when it comes to stuff like that, because I am a fanatic of music and history with music and things of that nature. I feel that same way about that as I do with Kim Kardashian buying her fucking daughter a Michael Jackson jacket and a Michael Jackson glove. It is their business. I don't fuck with it. I'm not gonna hold you. I do not fuck with it. It's just
I'm saying what's wrong with her buying a kid a Michael Jackson? I bought my kid a Michael Jackson.
No. I don't mean a costume. I'm talking about the authentic Michael Jackson owned it glove and jacket.
Okay, what's wrong with that? People buy antiques and rare items all the time. Michael Jackson bought the Elephant Man bones. Was that a problem?
But why does that matter?
But I'm not.
Why does it matter?
It matters to me because her daughter, and this is my opinion. I'm not saying counsel the bitch, but in my opinion, Northwest, you can put the dog up there. I fucks with the dog. The dog fucks with me.
I like the dog too.
me. The way I feel about it, I am a Michael Jackson fanatic. I do not. I feel like you only bought it because you have the power to buy it.
That sounds like hating.
It could be. It could be hating. It's probably some slight hating in there. Because
you can't afford it.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. That's you throwing shade. I wouldn't. That's you throwing shade. That's you throwing shade. I wouldn't be buying my child a Michael Jackson glove just because I can get it.
If you had the money and your kid was hooked on Michael Jackson, you're not gonna tell me you're not gonna get that glove, because I can
I've never
show you
seen them
pictures.
hooked
I'm
on
gonna
no
come
Michael
next week.
Jackson. I've never seen them pay homage to Michael Jackson. I've never seen them actually give any type of love to Michael Jackson. It's I
Right.
got the money and guess what? I can buy them a buy it.
Well, people about Van Gogh and shit.
Just
You know,
because I ain't
give a fuck
online
about
bragging
art.
about Michael Jackson don't mean I don't like him. So
I
you
mean,
can't
to me,
cancel me
that's
because
I said they clear as day. I wasn't canceling her. I said they clear as day. I'm not
yeah, but you
canceling
don't
them
like her
for it.
because she was able to get her kid the Michael
But that
Jackson
shit,
thing.
that just seems like that's just
That's
affordability.
bullshit. That's
That just
bullshit.
seems like somebody who could afford it. She just could afford it.
I don't fuck with it. Period. I ain't changing my mind. Y'all can call it what the fuck y'all
So
want.
they can't,
I
so they can't go
don't.
buy,
I
they can't
don't
go
agree
buy their
with it.
kid
That
nothing
little
from Michael
baby
Jackson.
can't give Michael Jackson's glove and jacket the respect that it deserves.
That's
What if you
exactly what the
wanted
fuck
that
I'm saying.
Why
And
it
they
ain't no
trying to like,
respect? Why it ain't
and
no
DJ
respect?
Black
Because
be
they
trying to
own it.
throw shade. Talking about
That
you
little
mad because you
girl
can't
can't
afford
give
it. You
that
not respecting the legend.
that
Just like
authentic
Drake.
Michael Jackson glove
Just like Drake.
the
Drake don't
respect.
know shit about motherfucking Death Row.
It don't matter. But
Drake,
if he was a Tupac fan and he went and bought the damn shit, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Y'all just look for anything that can. Oh, what he know? You don't know what that man know about Death Row. He probably have every goddamn Death Row, Daz, them, the Dog Pound. We don't
I'm
know.
talking about the
We don't
history
know.
of Death Row. Why are you buying Tupac's chain? Everybody be wanting to ride. I'm the new Tupac. I'm the new Mike. I'm the new this. Everybody want to ride a certain way when it comes to certain legends. Why are you buying that man's chain?
Because he wanted to get it. Why did he buy the? Why did Michael Jackson buy the Elephant Bone, man? Why did he buy the Beatles catalog? Because that's what he wanted to do. Because they wanted to. Why did you buy that blouse you got on? Why did you go and buy that bag you got? Because you wanted it, right? And do we cancel you because you bought what you wanted?
Y'all would counsel me if I bought a shirt that was against niggas, that was against this and against that.
Baby,
You
if
would
you
counsel
wanted
me
that
for,
shirt,
and
I
that
would
was
probably
specific
ask you, why did
for a
you get it?
specific
And you say, because
reason.
I like the color.
Yes.
Okay.
Not because I bought a specific blouse.
If you
If I
went
want
and
to go
That's
bought,
get
not
me
the
if
a
you went
case.
and
clan, I'm
bought,
gonna go
if
get
you
me a
went,
clan outfit.
if you went and
And if
bought
that's
that
what you want to
Elvis
wear, baby,
Presley
I'm
white
going to support
outfit,
you, you know,
I bet you
because you
wouldn't. I
my
bet you
girl.
wouldn't. Now you just capping. They just capping to make your point.
You
that's
my
crazy.
girl. I'm gonna go with whatever.
And do
Like
You know
I
it
what I'm
big
said,
saying?
and talk about it.
Northwest will not give Michael Jackson. AJ actually put it on the head for me because I was fighting for my words. Northwest will not give Michael Jackson the respect he deserves. You do not deserve that. Needs to be in a museum, Hall of Fame, something where
If it
people
was
can
need to be
really
in a museum, they
idolize
would have
it.
put it in the museum.
To
The,
give an
the, the,
11-year-old,
the,
however this old little girl is a 12-year-old,
why
Michael
did,
Jackson
so what,
legendary glove. We talking about a legend.
so why didn't
A
some black, so why didn't some black artists buy it?
Why didn't some black artists buy it?
Yes.
Because they feel the way I feel. It deserves more than just be bought and put in somebody's home. It deserves to
They
be
didn't have the
put
money to
somewhere
buy it.
on a pedestal. I doubt that highly. If you think Kim
They didn't
Kardashian is the
want it.
richest
They
person
didn't
in the
want it
world,
because they didn't want it. It wasn't no
Kim
big deal to
Kardashian got
them. It
connections. These
wasn't no
people
big
got
deal to
connections with the
them.
folks. I highly doubt there's a black person that could not afford that. I
Well, we're
doubt
How
that
not
did it get,
saying
highly.
that. I'm saying
how
that
did it,
maybe they
That's
how
didn't
what
did
you
it
want it.
get put
said.
up?
Can we
How
say
did
they
it
just
get
didn't
put
want
up?
it then?
Well,
How
at
did
first
it
you
get
said they
put up
couldn't
to be
afford
I
it.
said
sold?
that at first, but I think as long as we're breathing, we always can change or add more to whatever we say, right?
How did it get put up to be sold in the first place?
Exactly. Niggas is slipping and niggas is tripping. You ain't got no business selling no Michael Jackson glove to no 12-year-old. Give a fuck how y'all feel about it. Rich 12, poor 12, none of that. You ain't got no business selling no Michael Jackson
But how did
legendary
it get,
items to a 12-year-old.
so how did it get put up to be sold?
Niggas is slipping. Niggas don't give a
Oh, okay.
damn.
Mm,
I don't
okay.
know who sold it, how it was sold, but she done bought it. I don't know how it was sold, who it was sold. All I know in the press it showed that it was being bought by Kim
Well, I'm mad
Kardashian
at
and
her
giving it
because
to
she
her
shouldn't have
daughter.
bought it. It ain't no way she should have bought
It
that.
belongs to our community.
That's
I
exactly how
get
you
it.
should feel, DJ Black. And I think you're being sarcastic, but I'm gonna take a win as a win. That's exactly how you're supposed to feel about it.
That's how I feel, because she shouldn't have bought that in the first place, because they never heard of Michael Jackson, right?
I won't say they never heard of Michael Jackson.
Oh.
I will never say they never heard of Michael Jackson. Everybody in this world has heard of Michael Jackson. I just feel like it's not even cultural appropriation. I'm not even gonna go that route, but that too, we're gonna put a little shade in there. It could definitely be cultural appropriation, but it also just gives because, and that's the thing, when you have money and power, you can do what the fuck you want to do. There's no respect on culture.
You sound like you man. You
There's
sound
no
like you
respect.
big man.
There's no respect on culture. There's no respect on history when you rich, and when you of a certain shade and of a certain caliber. There's no respect on history.
So
There's no respect on any of that.
What if she decides to do something positive with it?
Then I'll be proved wrong. I don't mind being proved wrong, Kirk. That's not my thing. If she does something positive with it, then I've been proved wrong, and I'll admit that. But I don't. From what I'm seeing right now, it's just getting spoiled and entitled.
Because what I have seen her do is fight for a lot of blacks on death row.
Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
I've heard that too.
Nah,
No
we'll
shade.
give her that.
I've heard that too. No shade.
Yes.
I'm just a Michael Jackson fanatic, and you're not gonna play on that man's name just to make your kid happy. If y'all really have love for the man,
people do a lot of strange shit for their kids. They do.
Yeah.
She might not have thought nothing about it until the kids said something.
Right. Hold on. I'm finna get some here. Hold up.
Man,
let's see.
The time on the podcast. This shit gonna be from 10 to 2.
Yeah, we do what we do. Hold on, though. I'm finna send something. Hold on, y'all. People do, and y'all, I don't know why he ended up liking him, but peep this out. Hold on. Let me log back in. And it just so happens he said that, but hold on. String log in.
And let's just be clear, I'm not mad. I'm passionate. I don't play about Michael Jackson.
Hey,
I love
I'm gonna tell you something else. And I don't know where this came from. Oh shit, it ain't gonna let me in. Hold on.
Not mad. I love Michael Jackson. I don't play about my Michael Jackson.
Hold
I
on.
don't
Let
feel
me
like
click on one of
Northwest
y'all
deserved
links.
that glove. I don't feel like she
We
deserved
used to
that.
sit up and wait for new videos of Mike to come out, man.
When I tell you I love Michael Jackson down,
fucking wait.
I do not. I get very passionate because of Michael
They got
Jackson.
some new videos coming out.
I will argue a nigga down about Michael Jackson.
Every time Michael Jackson dropped a new video, we had to wait.
We could not wait, man. That shit was.
I told y'all my sister is 18 years older than me. She went to a Michael Jackson concert. I envy her so bad. The only one in my family who's seen Michael Jackson live. Can you imagine?
Oh yeah.
Seeing Michael Jackson live. Her and my aunt saw Michael Jackson live in concert.
It ain't gonna let me do it. Hold on, y'all. Hold up. I don't think it's gonna let me do it, but hold up.
Yeah, the Lord will get you when you play with Michael Jackson and me. See?
Ain't it? Watch this here.
Can't
Hold
bring
on.
up none.
It was in February. Hold up. It was in this phone. Hold on a
Now
minute.
his videos won't play. He played on Michael
No, it
Jackson
ain't the
top
video.
of my.
I'm doing something else. It ain't a video. Hold on. It's a photo. Hold up. Let me see. Let me go to my photos.
You trying to be petty.
Man,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like
Oh,
my
yeah.
woman trying to show me something. She'll never have that shit ready. I'm like, man,
Ain't
like, I don't even want to see it
Hold
now.
up, let me see. Here we go.
Man.
Hold up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to show it to y'all next week.
Yeah, hold up, man.
Cause it ain't. I guess the recording's not letting me in here. Hold on, let's say log in. I'm supposed to be in. Hold on.
See, God don't play about Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I'm just shocked that you like it.
That I like Michael Jackson?
Uh-huh.
I am a huge Michael Jackson fan. Like Michael Jackson, I don't let people even talk down about Michael Jackson around me.
Oh wow. You a real fan. Okay. Well, shit. It
And
ain't
I
no.
don't believe a 12-year-old who probably not even washing her ass good. No shade, Kim Kardashian. Don't even like that. I'm not even gonna do. Yeah, don't cancel me,
And
y'all.
that's
But
what I'm
Kate
gonna
Clinton.
tell you.
I don't feel like because and it's not even just about them being rich. I don't feel like certain 12-year-olds don't have the capacity for a lot of things.
They
You're still
don't
a
take care
child.
of their stuff.
Thank
I can't.
you.
I can't agree
And
with
you
y'all
buy
on that.
12. Now some 12-year-olds may, I don't know. It's different.
I'm
People
gonna
I
get
live
got a
deeper
life
than that.
differently, but
I got a sharp 12-year-old grandson. I'm talking about sharp.
Yeah, I'm finna I know what I'm finna do. Hold up. I got an idea. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm finna send this to me. But the deal is this here. I have a let me see.
Maybe
And
you can tell us what it is, goddamn it, D, because you can't show us.
no, I'm gonna
I
tell you.
know, right?
All right, I just sent it and I'm finna download it from my email. Hold on a minute. Gmail. Okay. All right, now let me see if it'll pull up now. Hold on. I saved it to my thing. And I guess I go to my photos. Hold on. Overlay the bottom. All right, let's see if it'll pull up. Add a file. All right. See, I don't play. See, I'm a freaking genius. But peep this out, y'all. My son, I'm a Prince fan. I like Michael Jackson. Don't get me wrong. I like him. I love his. I play his music. But I was more fascinated with Prince. And for somewhere out of the blue, my 8-year-old son came out imitating Michael Jackson, singing Michael Jackson and everything. And like Kurt said, people go out their way for their sons. And I'm anointed, okay? So things that happen to other people don't happen to me, like talking about. So I was trying to think of a theme for his birthday party 2 years ago. And so I went to Black Wall Street out of the blue. I wasn't even going to go to Black Wall Street. I went to the mall and some said go Black Wall Street because I had my other son with me. And so I'm at Black Wall Street and we just walking. And so I'm like, his birthday like 3 weeks away, and I hadn't came up with nothing big to do. And when I got there, it was a Michael Jackson imitator there. And my son, he learned the songs, he learned the moves and all that stuff. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring Michael Jackson, to the party. So I asked the guy how much did he charge to come to the house and do the Michael Jackson thing. So his manager said he's out of Brooklyn or something like that, New York. And he was like, when is your son's birthday? I said, well, his birthday is the March 4th. And he said, hey, we got a show on that day. So he gave me free tickets and all that. And he told me to bring him to the show or whatever. So they gave him a shout out at the party, on stage and everything, because they had like a Motown show where they did Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder. They did a whole little Motown tribute. And then at the end of the night, the Michael Jackson imitator came out. And so my son performed for him and everything and got pictures with it. And like I
why
say,
do I want to cry? I just love
he's
wholesome moments.
a Michael Jackson fanatic.
This is so sweet.
Look at you, boy.
So
That's
when
actually
you said,
really cool.
a 10-year-old wouldn't be in it. This guy was 8 and he loved Michael Jackson. He know all the songs. He know the Jackson 5. He performs them when company comes over. He puts his gloves on and And you know, so
So you just made my point. You just made my point. You went through all of those steps, and you would have even went further. But
yeah,
the dude
and
said,
he
"We
went on
gonna
stage
do
with him. They called his
what I'm
name out in
saying."
front of
You would
everybody, and it was like hundreds. It was packed. The building was packed.
have did
And they
whatever to
gave
make
him a
it
birthday
happen.
shout out. He went on stage, you know, and he performed with Michael Jackson. And so it's like, but yeah, people go out their way for they. And guess what? I went out of a
But
dime.
but what I mean by that, Kirk, DJ Black's story is actually wholesome to me. That's actually wholesome. His son know the lyrics. His son know the words. His son is a true fan.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
I'm not talking about a Paris Hilton. My daddy can give me whatever I want, and I want that. It's not giving that. It's
Okay,
giving.
Kurt.
I see the passion in my
You see
son,
where
and
you're coming from now, Kurt?
he truly enjoys this.
I know exactly what she's saying.
My son
But
truly
we don't
enjoys
see
this, and
that
he
at
gets
first.
this. I
But
do not.
what I'm saying, we
When
don't
I
know
think of
why.
when I think of the Kardashians, I'm not being funny. I think of, and yes, Kim has changed her image because guess what? She has children. Kim came off the back of a sex tape with Ray J, who mama made sure it hit the internet, who made sure, okay, we got the clouts. They were clout chasers. Yes, she changed her life. I got kids. I'm not the same 21-year-old sucking dick. I do want to
You
change my
say his
life.
mom made the tape go viral?
No, Kim Kardashian's mother did.
Oh.
Kim Kardashian's mother made sure this tape needs to be seen by the world. You finna get that clout. We finna stay in the limelight. We finna get a show. You white-ish. You white. We finna do, you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole different background when it comes to them. Don't get me wrong. Yes, she's sticking up for black people who's on death row. I'm not saying it's not for clout, but I'm not saying it is what it is when it comes to them. Everything that come with them don't always be genuine to me when it comes to them Kardashians. Everything is the first step is not always genuine. It's what looks good in the lights. It's what looks good in the light in front of the people. What's going to keep me noticed? What's going to get my followers up? That's what it gives to me.
In other words, a cloud chase.
Yeah, so it don't. Your son getting a Michael Jackson glove, you fighting tooth and nail to make sure my son get a Michael Jackson glove, and my son actually sat on stage with a Michael Jackson performer in front of thousands and hundreds of people, and dance his ass off and learn routines and learn lyrics. Okay, that makes more sense to me.
I get it, but all I said was you don't know why she bought it. One was affordability, of course. She could afford it. And I always ask the question, why people do anything that they do. Why did somebody sell this shit in the first place is what's troubling to me. It never should have been available for her.
I agree with that.
Right. I agree with that.
I mean, it's certain shit that it's just like somebody who went to one Super Bowl and selling a Super Bowl ring. Like, you ain't gonna never get that back. Like, where the fuck why is that even up for option? So whoever sold it, like, why the fuck is that even knowing the importance of it, knowing all the history of it, knowing
what he has,
and that's the point.
And
that's the point I was making, Kirk. I wasn't being shady. I am being shady with some of the shit I'm saying, but that's the point that I'm making. If my mother or me buy something for my daughter that's a huge piece of history, to me that comes with a responsibility.
I agree.
It's
with
not
you.
just a trinket. It's not just a trinket to give away. It comes with a responsibility.
Hey, AJ. Anthony. He also has Drake also has the Thriller album with Michael Jackson's signature, and I think he has a glove too with it. So
and I don't be biased. Drake is one of my favorite rappers. I love the way Drake raps. Drake is a great artist. But what I have noticed about Drake, when he first hit the scene, he was riding the Houston wave. And then sometimes he rides the Jamaican wave. And then he rides the mob
Memphis.
You
wave.
know why he rode
I'm
Houston
from
wave?
Memphis way.
I'm from Memphis wave. I'm from Atlanta
But you know
wave. He
why? You know
rides a lot
why?
of waves. That's
Do
just
you know
yeah.
why?
Are you gonna tell me why?
Yeah,
He like him some Drake.
Jay Prince signed him. So that's Houston affiliation right there. Jay Prince from Houston. That's why you heard screwed up music in there. His dad is from Memphis. So that's why you hear Memphis in there. And then he's versatile. So you hear Caribbean and he has hits on all charts. So I don't think just because I'm from Georgia, I'm from Louisiana, that I just got to stay in the Louisiana box.
No. I'm not talking about.
me
I'm not talking
personally,
about staying in the box.
as
But
a
guess what?
DJ,
You're not from Louisiana, acting like you got a Chicago accent.
as I'm gonna do whatever I need to do. I DJ country music. I was the first person of color to DJ Fairview Elementary, which is a private school in Baton. First person of color, and they signed me to a contract for 5 years. I played Garth Brooks. I played all about
like
that thing.
Was you walking around with a country accent? Was you walking around with a country accent, hanging out with
Yeah,
white
when I'm
folks?
on that mic.
If he needed
On
to.
that Joe, man, Joe. Yeah, let's get it. You know, hey, it is what it is, because at the end of the day, and when I'm DJing and I'm playing that island stuff, I said I'm gonna take y'all to the islands. So that's just what I do, because I'm just vibing with the audience that's in front of me.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
enough,
straight up culture appropriation. I'm talking
I'm
about straight up culture
versatile enough, right?
appropriation.
I'm versatile enough to pull it off. We're in the islands. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The Caribbeans. Come on, ladies. I'm looking for my ladies. Where my ladies at? You know what I'm saying? Go get your coconut. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Put the coconut and turn that shit up, you know? It's from the islands. And when I'm playing the Afro beats, and I'm just clowning with what I'm doing. So it's called versatility. And a lot of our people who can't walk and chew gum at the same time, they want you to be in a box where you just who you are. You know, you represent your culture. And if you step outside the Black culture, what's happening, what it is, you're a colonizer now. But I call it versatility. I'm a versatile DJ. I can play old school. I can get out there and play hip hop, rap of today. I can go back to Run DMC. I can play Garth Brooks. I can play heavy metal. I am a real complete all around DJ, and I got videos to prove everything that I'm doing. So, you know, I can play blues. I play country. It don't matter. It's like when you come to me and you want me to DJ a party, I'm up in that motherfucker. I'm up there drinking. Run them bottles of beer on the wall. Run them bottles of beer on the wall. I do what I do, and they love it. So, you know, some people hate that, but guess what? My bank account loves it. So, you know, it is what it is, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. And but I understand, because, and plus I'm a Gemini, so I have several different personalities. So I'm not in a box.
It's just like if I own a restaurant, I don't want just one audience. I want everybody to buy from me.
And guess what? When I left Strop City or Bastrop, they have to get 3 and 4 DJs to do what I did by myself. Oh. They get one DJ that's open up and he's gonna play the blues and old school. Then they get another DJ to play the medium tempo music. Then they get another DJ at the end of the night to play the crunk shit. Guess what? I play it all. So now, and if I show some flyers and I'll show my parties, and I'll get some pictures and send them to you, videos and send them to you. I rock every crowd, no matter where I go, because I know music. I know Billboard. So, you know, so now they get 4 and 5 DJs just to do what I do by myself. But
I think when it comes to the glove and the Death Row chain, if you are buying it so the legend and the name doesn't die, it makes sense.
Yeah. Because I look at it, I think he do that stuff, number one, because he's a fan of it, and it's an investment. Just like when Michael Jackson bought the Elephant Man bones. And then he bought the Beatles catalog. You know,
What did he do
our
with the
generation,
bones?
our generation didn't give a shit. The nigga just bought what he wanted. The new generation, why the hell he buy that shit? He don't know nothing about the motherfucking Beatles. And why he buy that shit? We don't give a shit. You bought that shit, that's you. Now I'm finna go out here and get this car that I'm finna get. I'm finna get these kicks that I'm finna get. And I'm finna buy whatever for my house. We don't give a shit. It don't bother. We like, oh, okay, he got the Elephant Man bones. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's one rapper. I can't think of his name, man. He buy all types of art, man, and I'm talking about he buys art that you names you wouldn't even normally know or hear. You know, because it's an investment.
Right.
For one thing.
But when you get the cancel culture who don't understand nothing, all they want to do is complain, and it's a problem.
I tell
you know
what,
what I'm saying?
who is the
And,
guy?
and like I said, we just never gave a fuck.
Who is the
AJ,
guy? Alicia
AJ,
Keys,
me,
ain't
AJ,
Alicia
Kurt.
Keys married?
We don't
Ain't
give a shit about a lot of shit.
Ain't Alicia Keys married?
Oh, Swiss Beats.
Y'all left
Ain't
me
that
out.
his
That's
name?
cool. That's cool because I definitely been riding with y'all.
You
but
a
that's
millennial
cool.
though. You more closer to Gen Z. You know what I'm saying? The
But
reason
I
I said that.
don't feel like I'm a part of cancel culture whatsoever.
Alicia Keys' husband named Swiss Beats, Kurt.
Swiss Beats by all kinds of art, man.
But no, you are a girl, but I think you just more you relate more to Gen Z for some reason. You give me millennial vibes, but a lot of your things lean a little
Sometimes
bit
y'all
towards
also
Gen
have to
Z.
be brought into the perspective of a different generation. Y'all sometimes
Yeah.
be stuck.
I like your perspective.
Right.
you,
We like your
AJ.
perspective.
I definitely feel like y'all do be stuck in y'all perspective. It definitely be my way of not my way of the highway, but it be like this how we was raised. This is what we went on. You definitely have to see a point of view of another generation to
No.
understand
We
stuff.
listen to you guys. It's kind of like we listen to you guys because you can learn something from a baby, but on the same note, the difference in
your age. I got
the
kids your
difference
age for
in
one thing.
AJ's age, Anthony's age, her generation, and us, but we're not that far apart. But I can just tell that she care about shit that we don't. That's why in that video that guy said, we didn't give a shit in the early 2000s. We didn't give a shit in the 90s. Ain't nobody wasn't sensitive in the 80s. We just didn't give a shit. What you did was what you did. Long as it wasn't fucking with what I got going on, we didn't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? Your generation you guys care. We don't.
But see, that's the thing. I was born in 95. So I also feel like I was born in a time where I could understand where another person is coming from.
We do
you
too.
the middle. Yeah.
We do too.
I feel like I was born in a generation where I can understand where you coming from.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also familiar with Richard Pryor. I'm also familiar with Bernie Mac. I also got a grandmother who just passed or was still alive. I also have people that was in my life born in the 40s, the 60s, the 70s.
Okay, but
I do feel like
you went around it, but I just hear your passion.
Yeah. That's what
You're
it is.
very passionate. You have more passion. You're more passionate than the AJs and me. AJ is a little passionate too, but AJ more passionate from her past and things she's seen, not because she's caught up on internet or anything like that. So no, I love that because you bring versatility also to the podcast because of your thinking. I'm able to sway with everything because I'm in every generation. But yeah, we feel where you're coming from, but I'm just saying we like until you brought it up, AJ didn't give a shit about whether Kim Kardashian bought
I didn't even know
Iron Man's uniform or whether she bought Prince guitar. We don't give a
I
shit.
didn't even know.
I ain't
You know what
even
I'm saying?
know it
We
yet.
just don't. We don't care
But
to
see, I
know.
also appreciate when I started to give my point, AJ was like, okay, but yeah, at the same
I
time,
see
when you
where you was
12,
coming
Yeah,
from.
we see where you.
yeah,
That's what I say. We see where you coming from, but it's
Yeah,
just
see
not
what?
nothing that we would think of. You get what I'm saying? It's no
Yeah, I
knock.
see. Don't
It's
get me
no
wrong,
knock.
man.
No. Hold up, Kurt. Let me explain it to her. It's no knock on your thoughts or what you're doing. It's just things that we never thought to even give two shits about. You get what I'm saying? We don't care. But when you bring it up, we understand where you're coming from. We just would have never came from there. But we understand, we get where you're coming from. We just never would have came from there because we didn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? But we get it. We had more shit going on than we was caught up enough on what we were doing to we didn't give a shit of what my neighbor was doing. We didn't care if it wasn't bothering us. Now, if he playing his music a little too loud and I can't watch my TV, now it's a problem. But other
Well,
than
I
that, we
found
didn't
out
give a shit.
he beating the fucking on them kids. It's the problem.
It's a problem. But other than that, as long as he ain't fucking with us, we ain't fuck with him. That's why if you look
Nah,
at what's that show, Boys in the Hood?
please
Watch
don't
Boys
fuck
in
with
the
me.
Hood.
Please don't.
Watch Boys in the Hood. And it said when they say, hey, it's a dead man over there, and that guy say, shit, he ain't fucking with you, so don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's no knock. We get it.
y'all
You
want to
guys are
see a
more
dead
sensitive.
body?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was saying for what? Hell, he ain't fucking with you, so don't fuck with him. You know, we just didn't, our generation didn't give a fuck. Because we was tied up in our own shit. You guys start worrying about other people and being a little more nosier than us. That's all. Not far from you. Ain't like I said, you right in there. That's why Austin able and we able to vibe with you in the
In the
chat because
middle. Mm-hmm.
you're not that far behind. You know, you ain't that far behind. You just a little bit more passionate and sensitive than we are. We don't give a
But see,
shit.
and not to throw no shade, y'all also at the generation that let the uncles get away with shit and let the uncles still come to the cookout. Y'all in the
No,
generation where the uncles
that
are still
generation probably
the
did,
uncles are still
but us
coming
as
to the
individuals,
cookout.
we didn't. Austin to
Yeah.
tell you, we whooped our uncle's ass if they did some fucked up shit.
And
So
I'm family don't fuck with me because I tell you quick, but what you
yeah,
did was fucked up.
we went like, and you can tell how Austin talked. We didn't take no bullshit.
Now I will say this. Our mamas them did.
Yeah,
They swept it under the rug.
Well,
they
them
did,
And when
uncles,
we
them, well,
seen
them
it,
uncles,
we
them
didn't
uncles back in
necessarily
my
agree
day,
with
shit.
it,
and that was the
but we
baby
ain't have
boomers.
no choice.
Yeah,
Well,
the
them
baby
You
uncles,
know.
boomers.
them uncles,
Some
them
of the
uncles
baby
back,
boomers.
them uncles back in my day, cut the shit out you or shoot the shit out you. You fuck with them. Back in my day,
But now
my
she
uncles,
say we
No,
let
I
them get
mean,
that they let them get away with stuff like molesting the daughters and stuff.
my
We didn't
uncles,
play that.
my uncles was ignorant than a motherfucker, bro.
So no, we
Ignorant
didn't
as
do that.
fuck.
Yeah, but I feel you. That generation did. Hey, y'all generation do that too. Cause I watched a whole lot of TikTok videos where they say they told the mama and the mama brushed it under the rug because the mama was crazy about the man. So we can't go there.
Nothing worse than a mama not believing a
Yeah, we
daughter when
can't go
she
there,
comes to
Anthony.
her
Y'all
like
doing that now, real bad. That's going on more now than it did back then.
what's going on more so now the child not being believed or
Right.
children are knowing that they can use that as a lie too. It's
yeah.
going both ways.
Who can use that? The child will use it as a lie.
The children will use it as a lie, yes.
So they'll say that somebody touched them and they didn't.
Yeah, to get their way. It's
Hell
kids
no.
that'll come kill you in your sleep because you paused the Wi-Fi on them.
Oh, I know that. She was saying that they didn't report. They'll turn the blind eye to the uncle messing with the daughter, and I'm like, they doing that more now. The mama don't want to accept the boyfriend sleeping with the daughter, with a 13, 15-year-old daughter.
I think that's something that traveled through generations. When I said the uncle, I meant that like as a I feel like the boyfriend situation has traveled through generations, which is sad. The
It's
mama and the
more going on
boyfriend,
now than back then, though.
I feel like that's a different thing than the family uncle that we know is a weirdo and a perv and a pedo. That was such a back in the day thing.
I didn't see that, so I don't know.
I feel like
Yeah,
social
Uncle
media.
Touch came, but just don't have them kids over there.
And I feel like social media and cancel culture has made it where those uncles don't even feel comfortable coming around the cookout because somebody has already low key put it on Facebook that I'm a weirdo.
Yeah.
Somebody has already. We ain't talking about the mamas in the stepdaddy situation. That's a whole nother horse of another color. They going to hell no matter what. That's their own. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to council culture in my generation, that uncle that was being weird back in the day and telling you you're gonna be fine when you grow up and oh she really got a shape on her and some weird shit like that, you're being called out with the council culture.
Girl, you know you fine, don't you? Girl, you know you fine. Yeah. But yeah, I feel you.
See, that's just weird coming from your uncle though.
My dad used to say he had some beautiful sisters.
Beautiful and fine, two different things.
He
when
didn't
you
say
looking
fine,
at
but
fine,
he just said I got some beautiful sisters.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
Okay.
But when you looking at her and be like, oh, she got shape on her. Look at this, she got hips already. You know, all of that.
She gonna have a whole bunch of boyfriends when
She
she get older. She gonna be fine when she get older.
So when the men say my daughter
That's
gonna
about
be
as
a
far as it
heartbreaker.
goes. Let's just leave it at heartbreaker. Don't go into
Oh, okay.
she got
don't go
So
into
that
that shape.
heartbreaker. Okay.
And how pretty, how long. Just leave it right there.
Okay. I got you. All right,
yeah,
gang.
when you
I
go into
just
that
look at the
shape and all
damn.
that.
Hey, let me tell y'all how I am. I'm one of those when I was turning up, like talking about, I'll be in the club turned all the way up, but I'll fuck up and see a clock and shit all the way down and be ready to go home, be tired in the motherfucker. And so I was talking to you guys, and then I seen that goddamn clock, and I went boom, boom, boom. God damn.
Yeah,
But
it's 12:30.
On that note, it's shit, hey, and it's
Tonight was a
1:39
vibe.
here.
DJ Black, tell him who chose the topic.
Oh yeah, this was. I told him at the beginning. It was chosen by none other than Miss Anthony, the millennial, is this the late millennial?
Thank you.
You did good. You did good.
Thank you, AJ.
She did good. I mean, this one I got to give it to her. This topic went through the whole goddamn shit. We didn't pause or nothing because it was always generation cancel. So I give it to her. This was a long one. I ain't never been on here this late. Never. And we pretty much stayed on topic. We got off for about 25 minutes and then we got back on. So yeah, that was a lengthy one. I give it to her.
I think everything that was said tonight was all relative to the topic as well.
Yeah. From everything. Yeah, because it's like personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? And my thing on the cancel culture, the only reason that I think that maybe it need to be either canceled or toned down, or they need to revamp it and go back to just holding people accountable instead of making it look like they hating because somebody got more than them and they want to bring them down. That's what it's turning into now. Anything anybody do or say, they ready to cancel. Oh, back in 2015, Hulk Hogan said the word nigga, so we finna cancel Hulk Hogan. Fuck that nigga. He this and that fucking and I'm like.
But if Hulk Hogan been calling black folks niggas since 2015, then we might need to look into correcting Hulk Hogan though.
And right,
see,
that's correct.
This is where the thing come in with me.
Helps a lot of niggas get into the wrestling thing. So you got to look at the whole picture. Just like I might call him a Peckerwood, but I may give him a good job too. I'm just talking about shit. When I'm with y'all, I'm gonna talk what I talk. When I'm with them, I'm gonna say what I say. So you can't really nail me to the cross for what I'm saying.
When it came to Hulk Hogan, I'm not gonna hold you.
Judge me by what I do.
When it came to Hulk Hogan, I felt I didn't feel a way because I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're recording me in my house talking shit, and I don't want my daughter, because I'm not even gonna put my family out there, but it's definitely been conversation where you better not bring no little white girl to this house. You do, you know what I'm saying? You don't bring no little white girl to this house. Don't bring no little white boy to this house. It's been conversations like that in your home,
Right.
and that's what
There
he
you
was
go. See,
saying
and
to his daughter.
that's why I like her panel, because at the end of the day, she's solid. She say a lot of bumpy shit, but when it matters, she's solid than a motherfucker. So I
But that's what
always
he was
give
saying
up.
to his daughter. I'm in the privacy of my home, and I'm telling you, don't bring no nigga in here. And you recorded me. You put me on
Yeah.
blast, my nigga. Your
And just
dad.
like my
It be
dad used
your
to
own
tell me,
kid.
It be
my
your
dad
own
told
kid.
me
She a hoe for that. She weird for that.
I couldn't bring no mud ducks in the house. So every girl I
See,
talked to had to look good,
and
you know. And
imagine your dad would have been canceled. The mud ducks would have
Right.
been in your daddy ass.
thank you. You better not
Well,
bring no mud ducks in here now.
that's what
You
happened to the
know?
coach of the Raiders. You know, he got canceled for some old emails. This
Yeah.
is and this is after he had, but you know the league got to pay him now. They found that the NFL violated his rights,
Right.
and he gonna win his case.
Just like I don't feel like these leaked phone calls from jail from Young Thug. I don't think that's right.
No, because I've never heard of that happening in the history ever of
Ever.
anything.
And
Like,
they
why is his stuff
leaking
being leaked?
what he's saying, and it's coming from the DA and all that stuff. That's a lawsuit.
Because I have yet to see black and white where he snitched on a person. I have yet to see his pen and paper on black and
An
white where he
affidavit.
signed,
No,
where
he
he
can't do
signed
that.
a
He's talking
confession.
to people in private, just like me and you. Just like if I know Bootsy guilty and I'm telling you, yeah, that nigga did this, he did. I'm talking to you, and then somebody record
He
that
had
and
a
then put
gun
it
when
on
I
the
was
internet.
with him. Boots
I'm,
had a gun
I'm
Gotta
when
talking
watch
I
to
was
highest.
with
people.
him.
So
Okay,
technically,
y'all
that's
gotta
why
watch
I'm
the
snitching.
Denzel.
I'm not on paper snitching. I'm talking to Kurt.
Y'all
Man,
gotta
let me
watch
tell
the
you what we
Denzel.
did.
Y'all gotta watch the new Denzel movie, Highest to Lowest.
Oh yeah, that movie tight as shit. And
What's the
Anthony, since
name
you
of
like
it?
documentaries,
Highest to
uh
Lowest.
highest to lowest, Denzel, and go and look at blood on the badge.
And watch
Write that
137
down,
shots.
Anthony, because that's a
Right,
true story.
Okay,
137
hold on. Let me
shots.
write it down. You put another one. Oh, I thought you said beauty badge. You said
Nah, it's
blood on the
blood.
badge.
It's blood on the badge. Blood on her badge.
On her
See,
badge, and what
see,
else?
Black. Watch 137 shots.
Yeah, that's the one you need to watch.
Okay,
That shit deep.
137
That
shots.
shit.
But blood on the badge, AJ, because I mean, Anthony, they gonna she go back to trial December 20th. And I got a feeling that she gonna beat the case. So mark me on that, and we'll be on here. We don't talk about it.
Okay,
But
I'm gonna watch it so I can really be able to like detail on it.
dude, that is deep. And the only reason I got into it is she's the only lady that was on death row. And then she just so happened to be
You
from
mean
New
only
York.
black woman?
Only black woman on death row. And
Well,
then
if you think that's deep, wait till you watch 137 shots.
nah, I don't think it's gonna
137
get this.
shots is some.
Listen to me. When you see this,
We
watch
watching that tomorrow night. And y'all, I go to the theater and I get my buckets of popcorn. I bring them home. I got the I take the little thing like this, and I got the butter and everything, and we sit and watch the TV in the living room. So we gonna do that one tomorrow.
Man,
130
I go.
shots.
We pop our popcorn
137
on the
shots.
stove instead of the microwave.
Oh, what's that? The Jiffy Pop?
No, just regular oil and pop that
Like
butter.
they
I
did,
mean,
like my mama
yeah,
them
the
did. She
pot.
doing it like my
Oh,
mama
that
them
sounds
did.
really good. I love popcorn. One of my
Mama
favorite
used to
snacks.
get Mama used to get that Orville Redenbacher butter stuff, oil or whatever, and put it in
Yeah.
the skillet and pop regular popcorn. Now I go to the theater and get mine put,
I tell you what,
But that's
AJ.
a great science lesson, though.
AJ, you could take a
It
little
really is.
black
I need to do that because I bought Jiffy Pop, like the thing the girl is popping in the first Scream. Y'all remember that movie Scream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
she's
with the
popping in
little
there, I
silver.
bought that the full thing. I bought that from Five Below and thought I was really doing something.
AJ, you can sprinkle a little black pepper on your popcorn, and it'll elevate the shit out of it. It'll
Oh, I
bring
bet it will.
Okay.
it'll bring the butter and the salt out.
Okay.
Not a lot
I'm
of
gonna
black
do that.
pepper, just a little bit of black pepper.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that, man, since I was at Mama house.
It'll give it that kettle taste, like you cook. Remember that kettle
Yeah.
popcorn taste? Yeah.
Yeah. And see, these kids, they used to be putting it in the microwave, but like you say, D, going to get it in front of movies. And I was
Yeah.
like, nah, I got science lessons for you. I be trying to learn them some too.
What kind
And
you
we gonna
use
have
though?
some fun.
And
What
cooking
kind
it
you
in
get over
coconut,
Winnebago?
cooking it in
I get the
coconut oil,
over
give it a
Rembacher
nice
oil
flavor
shit.
too.
It can be you just get all you need is the over Rembacher for the flavor. You
I was
can
saying,
it can
sound like
be
she
all
doing regular
brand.
cooking
You
oil.
can buy $1
What I'm saying, you can put it in
popcorn,
coconut
back
oil. It
popcorn.
tastes. It gives it a
So
really nice.
over Winnebago, that oil is what gives it the movie taste.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I might do that with the kids because that they never seen that. So I feel you. Okay, I may do that. Especially that we getting ready to get into the fall season and stuff.
Yeah.
So
All the horror
yeah,
movies coming out.
I'm make
I
some
may do
candy
that.
apples. That's my next project.
You know what? I
Oh,
say
my
that
grandmother
every year,
made some
but we
really
never
good
made
candy
them.
apples. My
We
grandmother
never
made
made
some
them.
mean candy apples.
We say that every year, and we haven't made them yet. Last
She
time we
did it
made
every
candy
year for
apples was
Halloween things, trunk or treat at church, whatever it was. She made candy
2018.
apples.
Mm-hmm.
2018 last time. But
All
yeah.
right, y'all.
But on that
I
note,
gotta
y'all,
get up.
we out. The fall season is here. We got a lot of things going on. They talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's happening, so we might as well talk about it. Shout out to Tajay for coming on with his comments. Austin, he was here on the text. Shout out to AJ. You know, she gonna always keep it jumping around here. Her and the dog. And shout out to Anthony for coming up with our topic tonight. She did her thing on that, and
Thank you.
I didn't see it as a topic, but we were discussing it, and she was like, "Hey, I think we found our topic," and I was like, "What could I say about this?" So I had to do my research in a day to come up with what can I say about this goddamn council. I know I don't care for them because it's mostly Gen Z, and they hate everything you do. You're far too loud. They want to cancel you, you know. So I'm like, but we made it. And on that note, though, Kurt showed out. Shout out to George. He came in, did his thing. Lotus Flowers always in the building. And with all that being said, we out to next week, and we're going to come up with something steamy for next week. And I'm just glad that we killed this body count shit, so we ain't got to talk about the body count no more for the rest of the year. Women, get out there. Y'all do all the sexing you can. Just protect your goddamn selves. And
be intentional.
And with that being said, we out. And y'all know how I say, hey.
What you thinking, man? I've been in the polyamory lifestyle. I can't even say lifestyle because it's not a lifestyle. It's a way of loving, not a way of living. I've been polyamorous for about 10 years now. Okay. And the mindset for me is, mentally, I think I've been polyamorous longer than actually practicing it because I've always felt that this monogamy just doesn't fit for me. Right. I don't understand why I have to only love one person or why I can only show affection for one person. Where is this written? Why do I have to go along with what the societal standard supposedly is? Right.
And then
the problem comes when you love somebody too much. When you let yourself love somebody too much,
and they don't love you the same.
It's not even matter whether they love you back or not. They can love you back, but it's still unhealthy to love somebody that much. Which I understand that ideology of that. Well, I can't have. I might as well. I've been there. I know that. But at the same time, you have to realize, what your culpability is in a relationship going, however it went. You start thinking about, well, damn, I did this. So, you know, you can love somebody too much. And then see, that complicates things for us men because we already have a hard time forming those emotional attachments. You already told them don't do that.
The missing link to that goes back to a time before we even thought, you know, why doesn't my father like me? Is that a protection for me?
Right.
Or is that the way he was raised? Or maybe somebody hugged him one day, a man hugged him. I'm not saying this is what happened, but I'm just saying we got
No, but there are things that could have happened that absolutely that caused him to be the way he is.
made him feel weird, needed.
Right.
So the things that we think are sometimes a rejection or a lack may have been a protection.
And most of the time, they are like absolutely. So if we don't understand that, all we know is the rejection.
But see, like what I understand with my father,
men were going to jail, killing each other, and then now we got bisexual, then we got gays, now we got transgender. So with all of that going on, the purpose of that was removing the black man, the black male from the household. Okay? So with him not being in the household, she's getting the welfare, or she's out there in the workforce, forced to take care of herself, and if she have children, to take care of the children alone. Whether he's in jail, whether he's dead, whether he's bisexual, whether he's gay, whatever. The black male was removed from the home, and black woman was forced to provide for the children, for herself.
You're missing one other thing that removes the black male from the home. That's white women. Because after white was a run on black men, white women. Yeah, white women. You know, at one point, black men, they just had to have a white woman. No matter what their social economical status was, white women was the way to go. And so that pulled a lot of black men out of the house.
Damn, I sure missed that. I mean, I know Rick James, you know, I know, you know, I mean, you hit it. I just didn't think of that as a major absence of the black man. So you
being a provider means so many things.
Right.
It means put you in a house. You know, it means I got your back. It means we're doing this together. It means I'm not gonna walk away when things get hard. You know, that's providing, right? I'm gonna provide emotional protection so that you can, you know, I'll be present for you when you don't feel like you can be there for yourself or whatever, you know. So there's so much more definition to the thing, right? And even on the flip side, looking at, you know, men with kids, right? I remember I did not want a man who had kids. And I was about 25 when I met my ex-husband.